here for Infinity Tower. We are happy to be with you once again at Time to Tabletop. Everybody is just pumped. Like, the energy here is incredible. Thank you. I actually made that.
Don't worry.
Please put cameras on that, right? They're not ruining the effect. Okay, that's cool. So, let's talk about our sponsors real quick before we get to the fun stuff.
Sponsors.
Sponsored by Philip.
Wow. I'm trying to keep this dial down. Okay,
Like,
the camera's
like
now lined up where I can
95.
look directly at Will when I do this, in case you're wondering why I'm motioning off camera. Ambient Realms. Their website is ambientrealms.com. They do ambient sounds and effects for games. They can get as good as... They have some lower tone things. You know, if you just need like a... I only ever pushed 2 buttons this entire game. I am really sorry, Ambient Realms. I know there's like a variety of other things I could do, but I mean...
You know what? They're Aurora related, and that's all you need.
Top that. I mean, you know, you've got cool ambient stuff. Like, you can just have some like cool background guitar for when you need to run that Desperado one shot. Or you could have like a nice gnomish steam tower steampunk thing. There's lots of good stuff. Check it out, ambientrealms.com. They support Huntington's Disease Society of America and Autism Speaks. So if you look at their website, you can help with those causes. Arknight, they do the flat plastic minis. We may also see an Arknight map tonight. Some of us are super lazy and forget all of our stuff. They're very big. They are dry erasable, probably.
We shall find out.
We'll find out tonight.
Probably not, but check them out. They've got some new products they just launched for sci-fi games. And we will have follower giveaways every 25 followers and every 5 subscribers, unless something changes, in which case just pretend I didn't say that.
Yeah, suckers.
Yeah, like Kat said. And then let's not forget, tomorrow, there's a new show starting. Kat,
What?
does she have a camera?
Do I?
Kat has a camera.
Ah! So yes, tomorrow begins Adrenochrome. Learn to Love the Apocalypse with 4 charming people and probably me. So we're going to be playing various apocalypse-themed games, whether that's Pandemic, Blades in the Dark, Apocalypse World, or anything else apocalypse-themed that people maybe want to suggest to us. It should be a hoot. Get ready for the apocalypse. It's coming in about 2 years.
You give me that one.
Like for full apocalypse?
Okay.
2 years optimistically, Friday, if I'm being a pessimist.
Basically, people better watch every week so they're
You,
ready.
you better be ready.
All right. You better not watch. Okay, and then
We'll
Thursday.
teach you how to build a bomb shelter.
Yeah, that might happen, actually. You never know. Okay, and then Thursday we've got new trippers. We are on 7. Is that right? Is it 7 this week?
Yes.
7. 7th episode on Thursday, 6:30. Look for new trippers playing Open Legend.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, and Adrenochrome's on at 7.
Adrenochrome is
I know,
7,
that's why
not
I think that's why
6:30.
I was like, hold on. No.
Okay, so Adrenochrome is at 7 p.m. Pacific, not 6:30 like we do this one in New Trippers.
Right, New Trippers is still at 6:30. Now I've probably confused you.
Yeah.
But don't worry, there will be signs on the channel.
More importantly, check us out at timetotabletop.com. You can follow us on Twitch, comment, give us ideas, hashtag Infinity Tower. We will try to tweet about these games so that you don't have to worry about the time. You can just show up and enjoy. Okay, so last time, you know what? Last time we also did people introductions. Like, we talked about people who were at the table. It's kind of nice, right? What's that?
The people or the characters?
Like you guys. Like you human beings that come and play games with me and that I appreciate.
Like
Humans?
beings?
I know. We were in game when we showed up today. But let's go Sean's side today, and let's just real quick go through who you guys are and why you're here.
Why I'm here?
Yeah.
I am here to play games.
Okay, well,
Justify
and
yourself.
make really poor decisions.
it was who you are and why you're here.
Oh, and who I am. I'm Sean. I play a gnome gunslinger named Theo on this game, and that's who I am.
Yo.
Cool.
And I need these 3 because I'm, getting old.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Right? Hey.
I'm Will. I play Arvin Bly, a human cleric.
Excited. So you're the
Cameras are on.
55, that's good.
No, now he's down to 20. He blew the 30 before. 80, 20.
I am Kat. My character is named Aurora. Aurora is a cat. She's a monk. She's often drunk. I wear glasses because I've had to wear them ever since I was 4, but I didn't start wearing them till I was 8. So that was fun.
We should talk more about
Glasses.
experiences too. Allison, you're up.
I am
Corrective eye.
Allison, and I play Embers, who is a sorceress. And I only wear glasses sometimes because I don't like
So, Will, do you wear glasses?
I did, but I had my eyes lasered.
Nice.
I never have to again.
Good man.
I think wear glasses
That's
would
my
just be
next
in
goal.
hipster fashion, you know, not for any corrective purposes. So that's the point.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
no
So
no
where you do the like
lenses.
Yeah,
thing
no.
in Ghostbusters where
Yeah,
Or like puts his finger through the glasses and
If
starts
I ever
scratching.
need to pretend that I have a secret identity, I'm going to start wearing glasses so that I can take them off like that, and then nothing will happen and be really disappointing.
And if you'd ever decide to embrace the fact that we're in the darkest timeline, you can wear a felt goatee.
We are. I have the like blue in my hair. We're totally the darkest.
I wish I was cool, so I know what you guys are talking about, but that's okay. Right.
Dan
so,
Harmon shows are cool.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys are feeling old, do you want to move the show up to like 2:30 in the afternoon? Would that be better? So you guys can have dinner afterwards and then just go to bed.
awesome. Thanks.
I
Oh,
I
go
thought that
down
earlier,
the
I didn't get a chance to
Sizzler.
throw that in, so I just want to throw it in now. All right.
Get a steak dinner down the sizzler.
Wow. Excellent.
2
It's
hours
all
after I
you
wake
can
up.
eat.
See, Allison's not old. It's just everybody else.
Where's my
It's good.
aspirin?
This is exactly what we were doing pre-show, just so you guys know. This is like the exact repeated text. It's great. Okay, previously, last time on the Infinity Tower, the party was searching for signs of Aelin Iskara, who is Ember's mentor, an accomplished sorceress and thief. In the meantime, this is very short today. We're keeping this short. In the meantime, in other words, while they were doing all that stuff, Arvin made arrangements to lead a special squad of O Company recruits. Theo completed the Fantabular, which is some sort of horrific party machine. Aurora had a grand performance at the Night Watch, and Ember's bought a bedroom set. These are all things that happened last game. It's on VOD. We're going to keep the previously short today.
And butter churn.
Well, I didn't talk about all the stuff that Aurora bought you guys. I could have made like a whole separate thing, but I was, again, keeping this previously. This is supposed to be like short today. It's not happening.
Just saying butter churn, that's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
they made arrangements to deliver a restricted text from the Eastkeep Library to a person named Kutar. He's a half-orc, in exchange for information on his deal with Aelin. The party found that Aelin had given him the Translator, while he gave her an Allurian barrier device. They captured Kutar in the Night Watch, causing a small riot as people tried to escape from gunfire in an enclosed space. Basically, we went straight to what was important about last game. So, that's where we're at now. All right, Sean, because you're going to need it. Here is a skeletal dragon for inspiration. Please enjoy. I have no doubt that at some point that will come in handy to you. So, yeah, double down on being yourself.
Are these noises supposed to
Really?
tell us that like the alarm or the watch is like on guard?
Oh, I could have done that.
Hopefully not, because Aurora followed the crowd out.
There we go.
There you go, that got much better, yeah. There you go. Okay, but we did tie him up though.
You guys are in the middle of the Night Watch. Kutar is tied up on the floor. Embers, Arvin, and Theo are inside. And then Aurora's outside trying to mollify the crowd that is
Yes.
currently pouring out, kind of battered, kind of bruised, from the Night Watch.
Yep.
Okay, so let's deal with the exterior scene first. So you're right.
All right, so Aurora goes, everybody, there's no need to panic. It's just a small incident. We will be taking care of it, I assure you. Return in 5 minutes. There will be free drinks for the next hour, as long as you return.
Okay, cool. Now, if you recall, last game had a really successful persuasion check against all these people. That was like our last thing we got done.
Yeah.
So, it's quieting down. Things are getting to be a little bit more calm. People are paying attention to you. So, there's some normalcy returning.
And if Vost is out here,
Most, yeah, he's
Vost.
inside still.
okay, Vost is still inside.
Yep.
I'm going back inside after I get the people out. Before I go back in, I'm like, I will come out and let you know when it's okay to come back in.
Okay. Quick scan. You got at least 6 people out here that are injured. One of them's laying down on the ground. Somebody's kind of helping them around.
Injured?
Somebody's holding their arm where it looks like their arm might be broken.
Okay.
And so there's some people that are really got
Okay,
knocked around.
and folks, for those of you that are injured, I'm going to get a healer out here fast for you.
Okay. So you're going back inside.
Yes, I am.
So the scene inside, the 3 of you are over by the table where Kutar was basically being like hog-tied. I forget who was actually doing the hog-tying. Is that you, Theo? Yeah.
They tackled him.
Right, because you would tackle him right at the end there when we finished things up. Arvin is dressed in his orc disguise with the cotton in his mouth and his leather armor on. Kutar is being pushed down, like face down, into this table that's been toppled over. There's chairs all over the place. The whole bar is really wrecked. There's drinks. There's a candle in a couple places started catching fire, and people have put it out. Things have been kind of messy. What are you doing right now? Because you were over by the bar originally.
No, we're all
Had you moved
together.
all the way up there?
We
Okay, I made
were
that
both
up.
at the, but like,
That's right. Oh, that's right. You just got the translator. Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
got
totally
the
just out of
translator.
time right here where I'm at. So
And
you're
I
holding
know-
the translator right now.
And I know Elvish.
Yeah, you suddenly can speak Elvish, and
And I
you've
can-
suddenly gained literacy.
Yes.
He was the
To
one
take
who.
his
Yeah.
thing.
You
To
were-
take that thing. As far as
To
I
take
know.
that? Oh, yeah,
I
you
actually
went
really
that.
wasn't there, which is one of the reasons why I shot, because I had no idea
Okay.
what was going on.
So,
I was sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
Is he gagged?
Well, is he gagged?
No, I just tied him up.
Okay.
I
Okay.
am.
Gagging him right now?
Oh yes.
Okay, with a.
With pieces of him.
Right.
Well, his clothing, but.
So you're like.
Just,
You're like grabbing
Bite down. No, shut up.
like grab his hood and stick it in his mouth or something like that.
Mhm.
Let me know when I'm back inside.
So, because all of you are paying attention the other direction, I'm not even going to have it be a perception check. As you are standing on top of Kutar, you feel a large, like, meaty hand come down on your shoulder, and Vost is standing there looking over you. What are you doing?
Sorry, I just reacted. We had to get this guy. Sorry, I didn't realize gunfire would cause such a problem in here.
Aurora's coming in about this time.
Okay.
I'd take the cotton now.
Arvin, you are needed outside. There are injured people because somebody decided to fire off a firearm in here.
Okay, I'll take care of it. This man is a criminal.
Yeah, I'm actually not surprised by that, but did you see how many people got hurt?
Yeah,
The bar
I
almost
wasn't-
burned down.
wasn't expecting that.
Yes, Vost, I've got the injured queued up outside for the healer.
This man is a very dangerous criminal. We had no other choice. This was where we had to take him.
Look, I trust the fact that you're probably doing the right thing, but it's a lot of...
It was the wrong time. Please go outside and heal the people.
I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry. I will cover all pay for any of
Boss.
the damages.
I take out the 60 gold pieces worth of diamonds that I have to make people feel better about what happened here. I'm buying their drinks for the next hour. This should more than cover it.
Hey, Aurora, you and I are in the same boat here. So, you know, if I don't have people coming back, it doesn't do me any good either.
I
You don't
understand.
need to give me any money, all right? You do a
Okay.
good job when you're here. This is going to be more about just setting things right with the community.
All right, because I feel bad because I'm the one that brought them in here. I didn't think that they would be. Don't do what your dad would do. I thought that they would have better judgment than to shoot off firearms in this establishment.
It's okay. It's not like it's the first time it's happened. If I recall, we had an incident a while back where someone shot at you and you caught a bullet in your teeth. There's been some crazy stuff out here. It was just not a really great time. I don't think anybody knew it was part of the act, or if it was part of the act.
Right.
So I think people will be okay. Let's just give them some time.
Okay.
Aurora, how about you help me take down one of these cakes here?
Okay.
He walks to the back. He's having you help him take a cake down from a stand and basically just tap it in the middle of the room.
Can I help? What can I do?
You can stay on top of that guy so he doesn't get away.
Okay. Dig my knee deeper in. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so you're outside.
I'm outside.
Yep. There's a guy who got knocked around on the head. Looks like he may have a concussion. There's someone with a broken arm. There's a few people with pretty, like, serious contusions, but nothing where they're really badly hurt.
I'll address the guy with the concussion and the person with the broken arm, and
Okay.
cast cure wounds on him.
Okay.
The other ones I'll just make like a regular medicine check.
Good. Go ahead and just make the medicine check. Don't worry about rolling for the numbers for the spell.
Okay, so 24.
24. So everybody out here, they're gonna do okay. The guy with the broken arm, if you hadn't healed him, you could have splinted him. He would have been all right. The guy with the concussion, he probably would have been okay. Probably would have had to go to the hospital and have somebody watching him over the course of the night. But everyone's gonna be all right. Just lots of people banged up. So it wasn't so much that there was gunfire or it was an enclosed space. It was just surprising to everybody, and people just panicked.
People of the Night Watch, I'm gonna address the crowd. I'm very sorry that you did have to see that, but know that that man in there was a very dangerous criminal, and we had to act.
There's, a little bit of mumbling, not too much. People seem generally okay with things. Vost finishes tapping the barrel, comes outside. All right, anybody who wants to come in, drinks are on us. Come on in, guys. Anybody. Doesn't matter if you're here, just let's finish this barrel off. Comes inside, starts just pouring. He's basically just like, he's got the top off of this keg and he's basically just like pouring mugs and putting them on the counter. What are you doing?
I think at this point I'm gonna put the spear look at the gnome and be like, let's bring him outside.
Okay.
Okay.
This magical item is sentient. You have been able to tell since the moment you picked it up, it seems to have a mind of its own and be working on it. You have a feeling if there were any words you didn't understand right now that were going on, it would be telling you what things were trying to say. But you can just, you're very aware of like this tiny little voice in the back of your head that's trying to be present.
Okay. I will let it be there.
Okay. So that's, yep. So what are you doing?
She said, let's go out.
Alright.
Drag him outside. Let's take him
Okay.
out back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how well I can manhandle him, so I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah.
You're stronger than I am.
You're big, right? Between the two of you, despite the fact that he's a big guy, it's not hard to bring him outside. You know, he's trussed up pretty well, so you managed to get him through. The people who are like walking the Night's Watch while you're walking out are all taking a good look at it, but you get him outside.
Once he's outside, I'm gonna ask him for any more information on Ayla. Aelin. And anything he can tell me. Just anything. Anything he knows, like where she might be going, what she's been doing before she came, what she might be doing with the object that he gave her, what the object does. Just, what do you want me to roll? Oh, I take out the gag.
Sure you want to do that?
Just the gag. If he starts screaming, I can just. I have magic and things
I don't know anything else I want to tell you about her.
that you don't want to tell me about.
Right. I don't want to tell you anything else about her.
I put the gag back in. Okay. I don't usually torture people. I don't really want to torture people.
I've never tortured anyone. I'm just here for the ride, man.
Arvin, what are you up to?
I gotta say, our conflict resolved with much less violence than I was worried that it would. So thank you, Vost.
I guess unless the people that I've helped are back in or still standing outside, I guess I'm just going to go back in myself.
It's a pretty friendly crowd. Most people had someone they came with if they were injured, so pretty much everybody's getting a way of getting home with help from someone else.
Okay. Where is Kutar?
Aurora shrugs.
Well, you did see them go out with him, so yeah, he's around the corner apparently.
Okay.
And you're going to be inside.
Yeah, I'm
helping
inside
things
trying
out.
to lift everybody's spirits again. So
So things are, like Posh says, let's just not do music right now. Let's just keep things kind of calm, and
I'll just help with
we'll
the
just walk
drinks.
around and talk to you.
Okay.
So, okay, so you're out in the alley now with Kutar as well. He's sitting there. He's got this cloak like pulled up into his mouth.
Okay. So he's sitting, or no, he's hog-tied.
He's kind of like pushed up against a wall, leaning down.
I'm gonna crouch down. Kutar, I'm gonna remove the gag in a second, but you're gonna answer some questions. You can answer a few of them right now, or you can answer some of them later from Cell. It's gonna be your choice. Where did you get the barrier from?
Got stolen.
You want to elaborate on that?
I didn't do anything. I just handed it off.
Who stole it?
I don't know. It's not how it works.
No, I'm afraid you're wrong on that, because this is going to be how it works. Look, it's going to be like this. You can either tell us everything you know right now, and hopefully later on we can get you a reduced sentence for being compliant. Or we drag you to the keep. We can coerce the information out of you, and it won't be by torture, it will be by magic, so you won't have a choice. And then afterwards, we're going to lock you in the deepest, darkest hole that we can find. You're going to forget your name, you're going to forget your face, and the outside world is going to be a distant memory. So, what's it going to be?
Can I roll for intimidation to like snarl in the background?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll with advantage because you've got Arvin on the front. I'm gonna take it. That's a good roll.
It is, but you know, advantage, you might get a natural 20.
Yeah. Do you want to roll with the advantage? Go.
Well, right now it's 22.
Right.
Or it's 21, whichever
Okay.
one.
21 or 22 both sound good. It's not going to help. I only know as much as I know.
So that's a no. You're not going to answer our questions. Okay, that's fine.
Let me tell you this. Why do you think they picked a half-orc?
Easy to blame. You people are overconfident in your abilities.
Because I can stand in that bar and people know I'm a criminal. And if I go to jail, no one says anything. And somebody can hand me something, no one's going to believe I got it from someone else. One of you people just walk in, hand it to me, walk out, make a fortune, I'll go to jail. That's what's happening right now.
How many times has Ayla contacted you?
I only met her once. I sat down at a table with her for 5 minutes.
Who set up the meeting?
Not how it works.
Again, we're back on this again.
Yep.
Okay. If this is how you want to play it.
I don't have any more information I can give you.
That's not how it works.
No,
You're
I
going to
mean,
give us the information, or you're going to suffer terribly.
You know I can read.
That's great, actually. I'm very happy.
I get a piece of paper. It tells me what I'm supposed to do. Gives me payment.
So
I do it. That's it.
So a drop off.
When is the next drop off supposed to happen?
Not how it works. I don't get a timetable.
Well, how does it
People-
work?
I just told you. I get a piece of paper. It tells me to go do something. I get paid if I do it.
How often does it seem to happen?
Whenever.
Like, would you say maybe once a week? A lot more time in between?
Depends on how busy it is.
Who pays
Sometimes
you?
it's every day. I don't know who pays me. That's why the system is the way it is. No one, I'm not supposed to know anything about this. You're telling me you don't believe that someone set some half-orc up to go to prison so they can have some money?
No, I can.
I know you can. I would hope you can. I know who you are.
How do you know who I am?
There's not that many humans that go around trying to help half-orcs one way or the other.
Well, probably saw through my disguise right from the moment I walked through the door then.
I saw through your disguise the first time you came to the Night's Watch and were nosing around.
Are there any others who are like you? Who do the same thing?
A lot of people here in Eastkeep need to make money, or they need to get something they can't get some other way. They end up doing work like this.
What were you going to do with the that orb? 8,000 gold is a lot to be asking for. That's more money than anybody, especially a half-orc in this area, would ever see in their lifetime.
You know what the worst part is? I think this is what I was supposed to do with it.
To fail and give it to us.
I kind of pulled him aside and I say, I think we should just let him go. He's just doing what he has to do. Putting him in a cell is going to do nothing but put a guy trying to get what he needs to survive in jail. Unless we want to dress up like him and wait in the bar for however long he takes.
How long did you serve in the companies?
Long enough.
3 months?
It's more like 8 or 9, somewhere around there.
9 years. You know what rank I am?
No.
Corporal.
Corporal. Whoa, wait a minute.
You know how many missions I've been on?
No.
83.
Are you the one who volunteered for
I didn't volunteer.
Qatar? Why are you in the army if you're making this, if this is how you're trying to get by?
I don't get a choice. All the half-orcs are conscripted.
Somebody cut him loose.
He just keeps sitting up against the wall.
Okay, Qatar. Is there anybody else in the O companies that are doing what you do? I need to know, and this stays between all of us.
I really don't know. If I had to guess, yeah, a lot.
Okay.
Can you find out who?
We,
I don't think you want me to.
I'm hoping to change things. And I'm gonna need help. If things are gonna get better for the half-orcs, then it's gotta come from you and the rest of them too.
I don't think you understand what I mean. If I start changing what I'm going to do and start asking questions, I'm not going to be around
Look,
anymore.
I don't need you to start asking questions. I just need you to change your line of work. I need you to start doing the right thing.
What do you think is going to happen if I quit doing this work I'm doing now?
Somebody's
You
gonna
think they're
forget
going to let me
you.
just walk away?
Well, then we need to find out who they are now, don't we?
Maybe.
Look, you're going to be with me here very soon. This is going to give you enough time to think things over. We can come up with a strategy, and you're going to be away from some eyes. We'll work on it then.
It all sounds nice. But you know what happens to half-orcs that survive? You send them out to die.
Not if I can help it. I'll see you at muster tomorrow morning. Is that okay with both of you?
I don't know if we're going to see him tomorrow morning. I'm not saying he's going to ditch. I'm just saying if anyone saw what we just did, you might find a corpse tomorrow morning.
What do you want to do?
She's probably right.
Would you like to accompany me this evening back to the barracks? You have my personal guarantee of safety.
It's nice.
Give it a chance. I know what it's. The Black Teeth, every single one of them, they were hopeless when they joined. I'm trying to give you hope. We can make this work, but you have to try. Give me that chance. Please.
It's fine.
Right. Pick him up, or lift him up by the arm. Stand. All right. Let's find a quiet way to get out of here, right? You know the ways better than I do. Better than me summoning a carriage, or is that what you want to do?
You sitting in a carriage?
I can. Let's head back to the barracks.
He starts walking in a direction that's pretty similar to what he did last time when you caught up to him.
I've got to go. Follow. You're gonna fall?
Yep.
Okay.
How far away are you staying? Anything like that? Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be stealthy. I'll use my bow.
Okay.
And I got no stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
19.
Okay. So we know where you two guys are. Embers, what do you do?
Well, I can't be stealthy, so I will hang back a lot, but I will try to act like I'm just indifferent to what's going on around me, just a kind of a person around.
You want to call it an investigation check to try to tail them from a distance?
Performance or investigation?
I'm thinking investigation right now.
Okay.
Using your insight into how to attract criminals and so forth, and just trying to stay back. Use general deductive skill.
12.
Okay. How's Aurora doing? What's she up to?
She's just going around making people feel better as best she can.
Okay. I mean, the mood is not bad in this game right now.
Okay.
Now, these are people who live with the constant threat that somebody's going to come to their gates and they're going to be fighting for their lives. And people
Right.
overall are taking it okay. It was just startling. And yeah, some people got hurt. Vost, probably not the first time he's put out a fire. It seems like he's handling it pretty well. People are like warming back into things. But you get the feeling it's going to be a subdued night from this point forward.
Okay. If there's some point where Vost lets me play subdued music, I'll do so. At some point, I probably also would have checked back to see if they were still around, and if they're not still around, I really don't care and go back in.
Yeah.
But
You're gonna stick to maybe like some flute music, something nice. And
yeah,
relax.
just some like light, nice flute music to calm people down,
Cool.
rather than like crazy party music.
Not crazy party flute. Got it. Okay, sounds good.
Kenny G.
Kenny G plays the saxophone.
No.
I mean, it's a soprano sax, so it looks weird, but
All right. Things are smooth. People are relaxing. It's more like normal now.
I'm playing more like this was Jethro Tull rather than Aqualung Jethro Tull, you know?
But I'm gonna take your word for it that it's awesome.
It's just my point of reference for flute.
It's okay. All right, so you got things rolling. Things are okay. Embers, you're following them, but you really can't get too close because, so you don't really have an idea of what they're doing, but you're able to kind of keep track of where they're going.
Okay.
They do have kind of like a circuitous route towards the barracks they're going. You've been there before, probably picking up armor by this point, so you have kind of a general idea of the layout.
Okay.
All right, so Theophraxis, you're following them. You're able to stay pretty close.
About 20 feet or so. Right? I mean, range is
20
a
feet
problem,
away.
so I just want to make sure that, yeah, keep an eye out.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Looking down dark alleyways.
So they're not really going anywhere unusual, but it seems like there's a particular way that Kutar is used to walking, and he's just taking a general path. You know, he kind of goes out towards the outer wall, cuts across the inner keep, like he's going to the east barracks, and then goes across to the west barracks finally. All right, now what?
We're going to go in, and you're going to stay with me in my quarters. I have business that I need to attend to, and well, I go see you at all, do I?
I can just see that they go in and know that I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to go in, so I'll just leave.
I'll be.
I'm 20 feet away, so we'll just kind of go like this.
There you go.
I'll head back to the cozy.
Okay, back to Cozy Hollow. All right, so you're at the barracks. You've got Kutar with you.
I'm going to start taking the grease paint off and get this leather armor off of me. Kutar, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to order us some food, and then we're just going to be here.
He just sits down on the chair back here. All right.
Look, I really don't know what else I can do here for you. If you are worried about eyes on you, I mean,
We'll just see how things go.
that's the only thing we can do is hope and try. But would appreciate at some point in time you just tell me how you fell into this. Maybe who pointed you into this direction. Because I'm hoping you said you weren't the only one. Well, if there are dozens or hell, hundreds more of you doing this, there's no reason why this needs to continue.
I don't know. I'm not sure who sets everything up for everyone else.
Hopefully we can find that out too.
In my company, somebody else in the company said, hey, you want to make some money? You're never going to get to keep it, but you might as well make some money while you can. I said, sure.
I know it's a hard lot that you all have. I'm sorry that you have to make these decisions.
You know I'm on your list. You got a lot of good marks in my file for being perceptive and able to communicate for half-orc. You put that in your file. Is perceptive. Tends to do better than others in being able to communicate with humans. Is literate. They put things like that in your file if you're in a company.
I haven't had a chance to read anything.
I went to school.
Did you?
I learned how to read. I know how to read.
That's excellent. I'm glad you're with us. I'm glad you're coming with us then. Your skills are going to be needed.
Anyways, I'll be here.
It's going to be a long night.
Alright. You have anything else you want to accomplish during the night?
Okay, I can't think of anything.
Alright. Theophraxis, anything you're trying to accomplish tonight?
It's been a couple hours trying to fix my broken autoclav.
Okay. You gonna how many
It takes
hours?
a while.
It's gonna be a bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's like a day and a half worth of work.
Alright. So you're getting a couple hours into that. Aurora, how about you? Things you're doing?
I mean, I'm just kind of doing the thing at the bar unless it starts really winding down, at which point she's gonna go blow off some steam.
It gets kind of slow by around the 2 o'clock mark,
Okay.
like where there's really not even a reason to have entertainment going on.
Okay.
One thing you notice is like if you make a quick table scan, the people that you would consider to be like disreputable or that would be like your regular atmosphere, but they're not in a positive way, you know, a lot of those people are gone and don't seem to have come back.
Okay.
So the bar may have cleaned up a step, but that may not be good for the long-term,
No.
you know, profits of the bar.
Not really.
We'll see.
We get to know to be family friendly and we start making chicken wings.
That's right. Mozzarella sticks.
So yeah, when it starts winding down, Aurora goes to Boston, says, I don't feel like I'm really needed here anymore tonight.
It's going to be a slow night.
Yeah,
What are you going to do?
true. Well, I'm sorry about that.
You know, I mean, again, it's not like it's the first time we've had firearms in here. I
True.
think people just got scared.
Alright. Well, I'm sure it'll turn around fairly fast. I'm gonna take off then for now.
Sure.
I gotta just get my head straight. So, and you still have Mathilda around if,
She's asleep, I'm sure.
yeah. Well, I just mean the next couple of days if I'm not back.
Yeah, if you need something. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how this all goes. And I crack my knuckles and walk out the door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to find the tower on my lonesome.
Okay, got it. Boom, 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 boom. For you, let's do a wisdom check.
Okay. Well, it's not good. That's a 6.
Okay.
So,
You're finding yourself just not able to put thoughts into like a nice, relaxed, calm place.
Okay. So I'm just wandering around looking for trouble then.
Okay. Sounds like something. All right. And then Embers, how about you?
Probably just gonna go back to the tower and arrange all the new stuff I have. It'll be fun.
Comfy chair in this corner, rug over here, tea set on the wardrobe, that kind of stuff. All right, good stuff. So you'll have a relaxing, like, you know, you time type night. That's good. Okay, Aurora, how hard are you looking for trouble?
Pretty hard. I'm gonna be Batmaning around the city, so I'm just gonna be sneaking around in the shadows looking for people that are up to no good.
Okay, what qualifies as no good? Are we looking for like jaywalking here? Or...
No, we're looking for people that are like mugging or
Okay.
something like that.
You know, it's like it wouldn't be hard to think of, right?
Why you?
Why are you jaywalker?
She's not completely crazy.
All right, let's go ahead and make let's call it a perception check.
Okay. 10.
All right, you are just PO'd and having trouble really focusing on what's going on around you. But Eastkeep is big when you just walk around it aimlessly,
Yeah.
and you're able to make most of a circuit of the outer wall.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start going out, so when you guys come in on the north gate side like you're used to, there's a south gate side on the other side, clearly, right? As you come around and you start heading over here towards the eastest of Eastkeep is near the river. And as you start getting towards the part of the town where there is like more river traffic and where there are boats and stuff, you realize there's a lot of stuff that actually goes on at night.
Okay.
And it's the kind of traffic you wouldn't normally pay attention to, but this is probably about as disreputable as Eastkeep gets.
Great.
This is where things look rough. There's things coming on and off of boats. It seems like there's maybe loose port control where there's not a lot of like paperwork being checked and so forth. This is probably where something would happen.
Cool. I'm gonna guess that at some point in all this, I've had some variety of recouping my key.
Sure.
So
Yeah. It's probably been a while since you used a key point for anything.
yeah, it hasn't been since like trying to knock out Qatar so that
Yeah.
people wouldn't
It's
hurt
definitely
it
been a few
worse.
hours.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be stalking around the docks looking for trouble.
Okay.
So I can make a stealth roll if you'd like to be seeing if I'm being stealthy at all, or I can make a perception or even an investigation roll or a survival roll.
Are you more interested in how stealthy you are, or are you more interested in finding trouble?
More interested in being stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead and stealth. See if anything cool happens around you.
I'm not rolling well tonight, so that's an 11.
You try the dice tower or something.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of reflecting Aurora's current mood pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, like where she's just wandering around aimlessly.
Just like irritated, and she's not hitting the correct buttons at the correct time, kind of thing. Yeah, there's people around, and they look like this is probably not like the most legitimate form of business, but nobody's really doing anything that's that bad. They're just moving boxes, and it's just people walking back and forth.
Is there an establishment where people are drinking?
Out here at this point in the docks, actually, there's not. It's like it's really quiet out here for that kind of behavior. I know. There's just no outlet for Aurora at all.
No, I know. She's really disappointed. I'm going to try looking for the door again.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh,
Wisdom
okay.
check.
Here, I'll try that.
That's much better.
That's a 17 plus 21.
21. And, you're able to clear enough of that negativity out where you find your center, you look at the wall, and where there was before a normal door, you're able to get that door to the Infinity Tower.
Okay. Cool. So now I'm in the Infinity Tower.
And you go into the tower.
Alright. I don't know if you want to cut to somebody else in the meantime or if everybody else is sleeping and we're just in a totally reverse position than what's normal.
I know. I think working, sleeping
I'm just building
eventually,
stuff,
pretty
go to
much
sleep,
done. Furniture nicely arranged. You've got kind of an aesthetic
I
going.
did bring the butter churn home, by the way.
You brought the
Make
butter
that
churn
clear.
home to
Went
cozy
back
home?
and got
Sure.
the butter churn.
You got a butter churn. That's good.
Did you bring it back to your
The gnome, my
gnome thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gnome thing. Okay.
There's no like putting it upside down or sticking it to the ceiling or anything like that, so it's like stuck there.
You could just go through her and ruin all the other possessions if that's what you're going for, yeah.
No,
Right.
just not the butter churn.
Just the butter churn. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Ruined my butter churn? That's so wrong. What am
Arvin,
I butter churn?
Actually, Kutar got pretty hurt, so I imagine I have cast a couple of heal spells on him by
because
now.
of the fact that he got shot twice, you're thinking you should probably do something about
Yeah.
that? Yeah, sure.
I tried really
Maybe
hard.
have
to hurt
him
him.
clean up, get some new clothes, and gush to him about my new dining
Just like I
set with
would
all
have
the
tried
suns
really
all
hard
over
to
him.
just knock him out.
Yeah. And at this time of
Not
night,
about
you were able to
non-lethal
requisition
firearms
like
damage,
gruel
but-
and like bread.
Okay,
Right.
So he's got like bread
that's fine.
on his nice sun plate. Great.
His son played.
Sun plate.
Yes.
Okay. Time passes. We'll just say everybody's boring now, right? We'll just skip to the next morning. Does that sound accurate at this
Yeah.
point?
Well,
Aurora has more stuff? Let's do Aurora then.
I mean, I was backing off because I just, if somebody else had something that they were doing,
not
I
your
didn't
fault
want to
you're the
be a
most
total
interesting one.
scene
That's okay.
hog. No, when she's in the tower, she basically thinks like, I want to go somewhere where I can kick a lot of ass right now. And then opens the door back up.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
It's another solo adventure.
Wait a second. There we go. I gotta work on my pop ups.
Wasn't sure if I should make a wisdom roll or not.
That depends on how wise you think that is a decision, I think. I don't
Oh
think
no,
it's-
I just meant for the door to be controllable, or if the door's just taking requests, that's fine too.
Door's taken.
You smell
We
a
transport
fungal smell.
Okay.
It's dark. High above, you can see a cavern ceiling.
Mhm.
The ground's a little bit wet, earthy, but you notice also there's a lot of basically remnants of buildings around.
Okay. Oh, my back where the Durgar are?
Yeah, you are. This looks very much like Talkazad.
Excellent.
You find yourself, yeah. You can hear booted footsteps
Mhm.
nearby. You can tell there's definitely things going on. It sounds like people are trying to be quiet.
Okay.
Non-tabaxi people.
I'm gonna try to sneak up on the non-quiet Tabaxi people.
You're like stalking along the street, looking around the corner, and you see 3 of these like darkish blue-skinned Duergar walking in a tight arrow formation down the street. And they're casting glances to the left and the right, like they're expecting something. They've got their war picks ready, and they've got their hammer or their shields, so
Okay.
they're looking around and waiting for something to happen.
I'm gonna throw a stone, like, past them
Yep,
to, like, have it go clink, clink
sure.
away.
And when you do, they stop, and one of them gives a hand sign, and they all stop. And they're just looking outwards, not even just in the direction of the stone.
Okay. And is there any like sneakable way closer to them, or how far am I from them right now?
You're not far, maybe 50 feet. So definitely something where you can sneak up on them quickly.
Cool. I'm gonna just close the distance and wail.
Cool. Go ahead and just make a stealth check.
Okay. Yeah. 25.
Nice. This is gonna be just narrative combat.
Okay.
We're just gonna say Aurora kicks ass.
Okay.
There's one less Dark Dwarf patrol out there.
Right on.
You know, we have like our cutscene, and after a period of time, they're all down on the ground. Aurora's got, you know, a little bit of like this blackish bluish blood along her knuckles
Yeah.
and along her foot, but otherwise she doesn't really look hurt.
Yeah.
They're all down on the ground.
She was actually using it to test out Dawn's Fang and see how
Awesome.
well it works.
You gotta get those bonus attacks in some way, right? So, yeah, but that meteor hammer does seem to do non-lethal damage when you want it to pretty well, so
Yeah.
Does the head
working
chopping?
out okay.
Yeah, the head chopping, does that work too?
Yes, apparently that also works pretty well.
She's in a foul mood.
In 2 out of 2 attempts, it worked great. So,
One of
clearly a
them just
successful
like
test.
cut the top of his head off. I'm gonna go back and find my dwarf friends, since that's where I apparently am.
So, as you're trying to find your bearings in Tolkazad, you're not sure what part of the city you're in,
Okay.
and that part doesn't go so great.
Okay.
It's actually kind of a big place. So, after about 40 minutes, you've seen a couple other patrols, but you haven't seen any of the other dwarves.
Okay. Eventually I'll find some ruin to fall asleep in and go to sleep.
Very good.
Sleeping's important.
Yeah, people like that, right? Stuff. All right.
Oh, one thing I do when I have killed some Duragar
What's that?
Yes.
is I write your next in Dwarvish with their blood.
Wow. All right. It's
That was
not-
very subtle.
it's very Batman. It's good.
Excellent job.
Okay. Morning time. Arvin. It's just about daybreak.
All right. Look over to see where Kutar is.
Yeah, look,
Lying
she
on the
didn't kill
ground.
you. She had to kill something.
Fair enough.
All right. I try to be quiet as I put on my uniform.
He rolls up.
I did try.
You don't have to be quiet. Muster's going to be soon either way.
Uniform, possessions, things like that. Should I send for them, or do we just want to hold off on that?
I don't know. Should I just go back to my barracks?
No. We'll have some things sent for you.
Fine.
Is there any personal items that you might want from them?
Nothing I need while I'm on duty.
All right. Very well then. I need to finish getting ready. The others, I haven't had time to message them. I was hoping to meet with you all this morning, but events of last night kind of curtailed that. Let's just go see if we can find them, shall we?
That's fine. I'll just wait right here until you're ready.
All right. Keep the door locked.
All right. Embers. It's morningish.
I guess I'm gonna have Gad's fellow make me some breakfast. I'm just gonna kind of drink tea and wait for the rest of the party. I assume they're all gonna come back.
You're like having a lazy weekend here, huh? You're like
Yeah.
rearranging your furniture, having a nice breakfast.
You're welcome.
Lay in your room with like a big robe on. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Smoking and watching TV.
Bunny slippers
I don't
over
know if I
your
have
cloven
those
hooves.
yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have hooves?
I don't know how that works with the tieflings. I think they just have like big feet.
You gotta tell me.
I think some of them have like big clawed demon feet, and some have cloven hooved. It really depends on the tiefling.
Should probably look at the art and decide which way
I
we're
think
gonna
there's
go.
only like 2 pictures in here. Tieflings.
All right, and Theophraxis.
Yeah, they're kind of,
It's morningish time.
Didn't
So I'll
bother
get up
drawing a lot of them.
and make myself a little breakfast.
All right.
I want to go out and get some healing potions before I forget, because the player keeps forgetting to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're gonna go search for healing potions.
Yeah, that's what I do in the morning.
Okay. So where are you gonna look for these healing potions?
The market.
Market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming there's got to be.
Okay, let's pick up normal feet.
Healing potion salespeople of some kind.
Yeah.
People who are
I've seen
artificers and things like
variant
that.
people
with
who just
potions.
like you could have cloven
Things
hooves, you
like
got
that.
this.
Yep. Yeah. Very doable.
Yeah, I wonder if they get them confused with like the dragonborn.
So you go out there and you're gonna make a persuasion roll to see how well you do in buying healing potions.
6.
Oh,
Okay, how many are you buying?
Literally the only picture.
That's how much they are.
That's enough.
50 gold each is
That's it.
standard.
Okay. I'll buy like
It's a good picture too.
4.
But yeah, it's
All
only
right. So
like-
if you're buying 4, you're going to pay 205
That was
gold
like the
pieces.
only picture of like a crowd. Wait, does that count?
205.
205.
I think that's a bear or something. Wait, no, it's not a bear because there's only 4 toes. What is it?
Alright, cool.
And then the
How many days have gone by since we ordered
because there's a food.
Armor?
I ordered the gun. It's only like a day, right?
4.
It's been 4
I
days
mean,
or
it
so.
is,
That's not. So it's too soon, right?
Right.
Definitely not.
And
I
then
think
4 is,
for a
yeah,
dog.
just part of 14. So
I was gonna be 14
you
total.
get like 2
Well,
weeks for each of
might be
those.
trapped.
Armor is gonna be a while too, right?
About that, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'll just get the potions and let's see, no one told me what we were doing next, so I will wander around trying to get the door to go back to the I'll just go back to the gnome thing, my house and just keep working on the auto declare
Okay, sounds good.
until someone comes and gets me.
Yep, that's
Because
doable.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, sounds good. Aurora's not going to be early rising, or is going to be early rising in enemy territory?
I mean, she doesn't even know what time it is.
Right.
So she gets up when she gets up and then goes out and kills some more.
Okay.
Or if she finds her dwarf friend, she'll go hang out with her dwarf friends. But until then, she's just killing Duragar and being mad that the people haven't already done this because they had promised that they would do this, and here are a bunch of Duragar walking around not being dead.
There might be a lot of them. You want to make a survival check?
Sure.
This will be for tracking your dwarf friends.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on how she rolls.
Well, not very well. That's a 10.
All right. Again,
Friends.
yeah.
Friend.
The one thing you have noticed is there are a lot of signs of additional fighting here, and you see a lot of more human-sized tracks and boots and equipment being discarded. So there have definitely been people down here. But the downside is a lot of the physical landmarks and the sense you were used to are being disturbed. So it is not easy to navigate in Spreadtall Kazab right now.
Okay.
You have a feeling you are somewhere near the Dwarven Palace, not somewhere near the Dwarven, like the remnants of the Tolkasad Wars.
Gotcha. So I'm going the wrong way.
It seems like you're having a hard time finding not the wrong way, yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's just the cat god indicating that I should kill things.
Right. That seems
Because
to
the
be
cat
happening.
god clearly sent me back here to take care of what the humans couldn't take care of.
Yeah, you're doing pest control.
Yeah. So I'm out ratting.
Alright, I am going to do this a simple way. I'm going to give you just a flat number of damage that you're going to take during this next period of time where you are fighting dwarves.
Okay.
You're going to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright, Embers, nothing big has changed. Theophraxis, nothing big has changed. Arvin, you gotten your stuff together, or what are you working on?
Yeah, I'm getting my stuff together.
Wait, how many points of damage did you say?
12.
12. Oh, I did it totally wrong.
Head back to my quarters, grab Kutar, and find the other 3 members of the of my company.
Proposed to company. Alright, got it. Okay, so you find your people. They are Grumman, who is again another half orc. I am rapidly pulling documents up. It's going to be ready any second now. Grumman's the easy one though. So you've got Grumman, you've got Torst, and you've got Colton, who is a human, who you were recommended as being part of the old company that Captain Felton had said he'd worked with before.
Captain Felton.
Captain Trowell. Captain Felton. Okay.
Are we like on the parade grounds, or are we in the keep proper?
You tell me where you want to be.
Okay. Trying to find a place that's kind of secluded, so where we can have a private meeting.
Do you want to take a staff room?
Yeah.
You requisition a staff room.
Okay. I haven't had the chance to look over many of your files. Some of you I know only by name, others I know by reputation.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Now that you have all 4 of them.
Luck, insight. So 15?
15. You get the feeling Grumman and Kutar. Grumman does not like Kutar.
Okay.
Kutar is being his pretty typical disappoint guarded self. Torst seems familiar with Kutar. You have the feeling they've met before.
Okay.
Grumman seems to have met Colton before. Makes like grudging deference towards him, like generally doesn't seem to have anything against him. nobody else seems to have any strong opinions about Colton.
So, I don't know if any of you have served side by side or beforehand. If so, great. If not, then get to know your new comrades.
They all kind of glance around.
So, I apologize for the impromptu and very brief meeting here, but this is my plan. After serving with the Black Teeth and seeing how Captain Raider has dealt with the rest of the O companies, I, for one, am sick and tired of watching half-orc men and women being thrown away on the front lines. We need to show the army that you are capable of more than just battering somebody to death. We are going to find a way over the mountains, the Flamewell Mountains. We are going to be silent. We are going to be brutal to our enemies, and we're going to find a way to Bear's Cross. Does that sound good to everybody? I want you to talk to me, because communication is going to be the key if we're going to survive this.
Torst says, "What's he doing there?" to Colton.
This is open to anybody. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Captain Trout. Before I was in the army, I was a laborer. It was the half-orcs that taught me to be a warrior. You all have a gift, and I want that gift to be shared with everyone else. You have the power to turn the tide of this war. I truly believe that. And we need to show everybody that I'm right. That you, all of you, every half-orc is powerful and can overcome this bias, this place they've been given.
Colton raises his hand. Lieutenant, I don't talk about it a lot, but I don't really get along well with some of the other humans in the companies. I use spells.
Okay.
We don't talk about that a lot in training, you know. I mean, there's the Arcanum, but I mean, most of your soldiers on the front line, they don't know how to cast a spell. So if you need help with something, you know, I do that.
That's great. That's great.
But yeah, I'm anxious to see if there's some sort of different way my skills can be used.
No, we're going to find out a way to make your skills and everybody else's skills work.
And he's probably not going to say anything, but Grumman, sir, he's a strategist.
Good.
He's a tactical mastermind. You got to listen to that guy.
And I look at Grumman. I know him by reputation, and I'm looking forward to getting to know him better.
Colton's being very kind. I've had a lot of battlefield experience. All of us get that. I just try to make sure the rest of my company stay alive.
Good. Good. Me too. Me too. All right, Torst, yourself?
I hit stuff. That's what people expect, right?
Can't go wrong with that.
No, but seriously, if there's a fight, I'm going to win it.
Good. All right. I really don't have anything more to say at the moment. Once I have a better plan in place, Grumman, I'm going to speak with you later about what you think we should do as far as getting over the mountains. I'm going to see that we're properly outfitted with at least some better stuff than whatever piece of cheap iron you've all been issued. So meet me here back in my quarters, say evening.
All right. Colton walks up. He says, Lieutenant, do you want me to go to the quartermaster, see what I can requisition in terms of armor, basic arms?
Yes. Let me write down like a chit or whatever for him real quick.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
He goes off to handle that. All right. Embers.
I guess no one's come back yet.
No, and there's always this like voice in the back of your mind. And it seems like it's like, kind of like biding its time. And after a while, it just says, you don't really have anyone to speak to right now. feel like a bit of conversation.
I kind of stand up and I start talking to it, but I'm also realizing something. So I'm walking to like their library. And I go, yeah, let's talk.
All right. So you're going to the library.
I'm going to the library,
Okay.
but I also want to talk to this entity.
Okay. Are you bringing the translator with you?
Yes,
So you go to the library. Now, are we talking about the big dragon skeleton library?
the one with all the books.
The cool library? Yes. All right. Because there's probably more than one library if you try hard enough in the tower. So you're in the big study library with the gigantic bookshelves and the skeleton of a red dragon just sitting on display. The translator is a metal sphere about this big and has two arms that stick out of it like a 90-degree angle like this.
Okay. And I kind of say in my head, like, so you got something you want to talk about?
I just like to talk. Do you want to talk out loud? Does that make you feel better?
I might look silly, but yeah, that'll be fine.
I don't know if anyone else is around. I don't really sense any other presences.
I kind of put my hand on the nearest, like, communicator thing and I go,
Sure.
Fairfax?
Baxter?
Faxbury?
Embers?
Just bad at names things. Just checking to see if you're here. I assumed you were.
I'm in my study. Do you need something?
No, I'm good right now.
Okay.
I say it loud, like, yeah, we're pretty much the only ones here.
I thought so. So, what do you like to be called?
You can call me Embers.
Embers.
What do you like to be called?
Silver.
Silver.
Silver. Sounds much better than the translate, don't you think? So clinical. I like Embers. I like Embers a lot better than Scott. That sounds very descriptive.
Mm-hmm. It's something that tieflings do. We give ourselves names for what we either feel we currently are or what we strive to be.
I like that. I think that's a much better use of language. Something fluid. That's a good idea. All
So-
races should do that.
What do you like doing, Silver, besides talking to people?
That is pretty much what I like doing. I really like talking and learning languages. I think that's really the most fun, don't you?
Then let's have some fun. And I pull out a book in a language I have no idea what it is, and I just start reading it.
All right. Do you want me to read this to you, or would you like to be able to read this language?
Let's have you read it to me first, and then I'll try the next one, and we'll just kind of go back and forth.
Right. Okay. So this book, this is mostly about aquatic races, races that live in water. That's what it seems to indicate from the title. And so the book goes like this. In the beginning, they say, and he continues to read all this entire book for you. You've never heard of any of these races before. These are more like creatures than they are like people that are PC races, but generally it's telling you about different races that live in the water and the way that their culture is evolved and like the sort of things that they consider valuable and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads kind of like a anthropological text of underwater races.
Okay. So when we finish with that book, which I'm going to assume takes some time, I'm going to go to the next book and then I'm going to read that one and have it help translate it.
Okay. And so when you finish the book, Silver says, and they call that language Aquan. Are you interested in learning how to speak Aquan?
Sure, why not?
All right. I have to warn you, the more languages you learn, the more physically taxing it is.
Okay, then let's hold back on the Aquan because I don't know how often I'm going to be in water.
Well, you know, there's no real excuse not to learn a language. I mean, if you want to understand other people, but don't worry, I'm happy to help.
We'll just keep it on the back burner, and then when I'm ready for it, you can just, you know,
I can
cascade
always
your
just-
knowledge on me.
Sure, but I can always just translate it for you. I can always just tell you what it says.
Oh, okay. You are very helpful, Silver.
I try.
Okay. And then I'll just kind of work my way through the library, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of books, and most of these books are like 400 or 500 pages. So you've gone
We
through.
don't get
like-
through a lot.
You're on book 2 now, and it's like this is apparently a different language, and yeah, about totally different subject.
Okay.
This is about pottery.
I'm going to get about a chapter or two in and then probably put it down. And then go to the
It's
next
about
book.
pottery.
Right. And that language is
I wanna read
dwarvish.
that.
That's a language
speak
that,
like
that's
that.
commonly spoken by dwarves.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to pick up the next book, see what that one's about.
And you're just like randomly grabbing books off of shelves, different places and so forth.
I'm going to start choosing ones that look older.
That's not too hard. So you have a book where like the cover is like, you know, tattered around the edges, like the spine is starting to break and so forth.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully pull that one off and just.
All right. And so you pop it open, you get like this like pop, you know, when like the board of a book is coming free from the binding.
What's this one about?
This one is about gods.
Hey, let's try it. So I read it.
Okay. And so you're reading something about the Dawn War and like a primal like battle between deities and so forth.
Okay.
This is called Primordial, this language.
Interesting language.
Yes, there are a lot of very harsh sounds in Primordial. A lot of things I think were newer maybe when this language was made. It seems like they use a lot of like aggregates of adjectives and adverbs rather than having individual words. If you look at a lot of the modern languages like Common, you notice how things are much more nuanced. There are a lot of individual words that have very different meanings. But you can get the same meaning by putting together several smaller words.
Okay.
Personally, I find it fascinating.
I'm gonna look for a book now on whatever the war is that he's involved in.
So you're trying to look for a book that's on current, like Illyrian and Tragarian history?
Current or even like, you know, it doesn't have to be very current. Just something that kind of like
Okay.
explains that area.
Why don't you go ahead and make an awesome investigation roll, and then we'll move on to someone else's scene. That's coming up.
You say that, and now I'm gonna roll like a 2.
You made a good roll.
See, that's what the tower's for. Dice Tower, Infinity
Clearly,
Tower.
I have to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
that dice tower too.
Yep.
Channeling it right there.
Thanks, Mike. Good job.
17.
17. we will see how that goes in a while.
Except for when I'm GM, then I roll like 2s in this. So.
Okay, Aurora. So you killed a few Duergar. You're getting the distinct feeling, though, that there are actually a lot of them, and that might be part of the problem in terms of why the humans haven't managed to wipe them out yet.
It's just that there's so many. I don't know. Did they ever bother to seal up that hole? Can I even find the hole?
You know what? It looks like there has been battle done at the hole, but it looks like something has been reopened and opened back and forth. It looks like there has been a lot of struggle around that area.
Okay. So they're just not winning.
They haven't been decisive yet in this, yeah.
Okay. Probably because they're not allocating a lot of resources to it.
It might be partly that. Who knows?
But I'm not finding anybody either.
No, not just yet. You're talking about like your people?
My people or the humans, because humans are stupid and clunky, and they'll be easy enough to figure out where they're going.
Once you figure out where the hole is, you can direct yourself in the light direction of the bridge, and you could find your way back to that part of Tolkazad if that's what you really want to go for.
That's what Aurora has nothing else going right now. She's just pissed and like is upset that her promise that she made to the dwarves didn't come true because she left it up to humans who are bad allies.
It's one of those nights / mornings now, huh?
Yeah.
So you managed to find your way down to that like main street that you've traveled before. And you can see the bridge in the distance, and you know that you're generally in that area of town where you had found the dwarves before.
Okay. So I'm gonna look for them in places that I know that they've been before and see if I can find them. And if I can't find them, we'll go from there, I guess. I know that God, I can't remember her name now.
Tali?
Tali left.
Yep.
And
she's off with Urs somewhere.
Karam, is that the name of the?
Yeah, Karam is her father. Yeah.
Karam. So Karam is likely to still be around, or
That's
somebody.
Right. Yep. And giving yourself a little more time to check around, you're able to find a couple of the Tolkazad dwarves.
Okay. So, I don't know how much you want to play this out, or if you just want to. Okay.
No, it's okay. So basically what you find is that a lot of the Tolkazad dwarves are relocating out of the ruined part of the town. They're actually rebuilding parts of this, but they're really close to the bridge now. So there are some areas now where there are basically like new houses being built. They're using a lot of the same stonework that they had before, but they're putting up new mortar and they're really building up like actual proper settlements. And it seems like the people of Eastkeep are actually being pretty good allies to them. They're just not extending a very large perimeter.
Okay.
They can't push the Duergar back fast enough, far enough to be able to just like wipe out the whole city. But they're able to make some progress, and people here, you know, there's like mushroom farming and general underground like commerce is going on. And they're able to sustain themselves without just picking through wreckage at this point.
Okay.
So things are going okay. It's been, you know, like less than a month, so they're doing good. Actually, it's been what? No, about 2 months, right? Probably in about 2 months. Yeah.
So I am gonna look for Karam, I suppose.
Yeah, you're able to find him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's leading this people as they're rebuilding and like getting these new housing settlements and so forth. So everybody stays busy. Everybody's got enough to eat. You know, they don't have to worry about constantly like running away. So seems like a pretty good deal for them.
How are the humans as allies for you?
You know, for the amount they've done, we really can't ask for anything more. It's already hard enough to make this much progress as quickly. But it's nice having our own homes, not having to pick through wreckage every day.
Do you remember the old alliances between your people and mine?
You know, Aurora, there are a lot of different groups of dwarves, and the history of our people is as muddied as possible. I don't know what happened to the other dwarves in other areas, but here, our civilization was eaten out from under us, and a lot of our history is gone. I have to admit I don't really know anything about your people.
There was a time where the dwarves of the Corridum Mountain and my people were very close. It was millennia ago, mind you.
This is one of the more northern kingdoms.
Yes. The Tiger Kingdom of the Tabaxi.
One of the more northern dwarven civilizations, it sounds like.
It's likely.
At
I
one
just
point,
know that they were in these mountains. Whether or not they were this specific part of the Corridum Mountains or further north.
if you go north along the Flame Wells, there were once dwarven cities all along. And at one point, there may have been other people that dealt with the Tabaxi and were capable of more. It's been some time for our people, since they were truly at their peak.
Well, there was a time where your people provided mine great technology. Do you know if any of the books about that technology still exist?
I've heard rumors that in the palace there are rooms, like crypts for kings, that still contain some of the old dwarven secrets. Because this was something that my father told me, that his father told him. Maybe meant as a cautionary tale, more than as instructions for how to reclaim things.
Yes, I saw the Tomb of the Kings. I couldn't enter. There was a great deal of darkness in there. And I don't
It's
mean...
very dangerous.
But that's where such information would be.
And in this city, that's where we kept our most important things, I'm told.
The palace itself fell, but if you're talking about the actual crypts that the kings are in right now,
The Crypt of the Kings.
that's still there. Can only a dwarvish king enter them?
You know, in the old days, there were secret ways and secret locks, ways of entering only the Dwarven kings knew. My family line, in part, is descended from them, but I don't know these secrets now myself.
Because I would be very interested in that, if it was recoverable.
Perhaps someday we'll find the secret as we rebuild.
I've noticed that there are still Duergar patrolling the city. How many more bodies would you need in order to eliminate them?
They're very infrequent. They come at times in great numbers. As soon as we seal up the whole underground, or we think that we've made a permanent stop to them, then there will be a surge. And then they slowly are taken, and then they come back. This has been 3 times now. I don't know how much farther they'll push this. They've never seemed that interested in the city itself. I wonder if there's a particular thing they're looking for, or if they're just stubborn.
I mean, if they're also a kind of dwarf, there are some of you that are known for being stubborn.
That's true.
Certainly not as whimsical as my people, although you apparently don't remember our history.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll tell it to you sometime. So, what I'm asking, I guess, is, do you want some of my people to come down here and help too?
If your people want to help, I think my people will always be open to new friendship. But on the other hand, I don't know that your people need to travel here just to assist with the Duergar. If you want to come back, you're always welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I have some other friends that I need to see too. I just came down to see how things are going. I know that, technically speaking, some of the humans don't particularly like me, but I don't necessarily care what the humans think. But I should check up on my friends and see what they're doing, just to make sure they're not putting themselves into any reckless danger, which I'm sure they probably are.
They are a brave bunch.
Yes, they are brave. Not necessarily wise, but brave. Well, it was good seeing you again.
Sounds good. Thank you for visiting.
Thanks. And I'll try to find my way back to the tower now.
Okay, go for it. Wisdom check.
All right. Well, that's better. 17.
It's a very helpful tower today.
Right.
You find your way back, no problem.
Okay. When I get back, I put my, because you're probably still in the middle of your library thing at this
Yeah.
point. But I don't even know about the orb, and Aurora would probably destroy herself using that orb.
You never know.
Anybody here?
Yes, Aurora, I'm in my study if you need me.
Okay. Have any of my companions shown up at all?
Embers is around.
Embers, where you at, girl?
I like don't pick up just because I'm so like.
Okay, so she's being mysterious.
There's no chance of brain vampire sucking her brain right now.
Right. Nope. Okay, well, I'm gonna clean up because I'm sure I'm covered in Duergar blood. Eat.
Okay.
Wait for a little bit, and if nobody else has shown back up or talked to me in a while, then I'll go out and find something else to do because she gets bored fast.
Sure, makes sense. All right, we're going to cut over to Theophraxis in Gnome Town. How's all the building and constructifying going?
Yeah.
Good.
Going. I think I want to take a break and go back to the thread,
Golden Spool.
the Golden Spool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go back to the Golden Spool.
Okay, sure.
And I'm just gonna go in and have a look around. Be a little more calm this time, not maybe so manic.
Good luck with that. Yep.
And yeah, good luck with that. Yeah. I also want to look for any kind of interesting little baubles or trinkets that might make for like a good decoration or addition to gadgets or anything like that.
Okay, sure.
Big little dragon symbols, little that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just little flourishes, that kind of thing.
So the
Pieces.
same proprietors there as last time.
Hello.
How are you? Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Doing well.
Good.
Don't worry, I'm not going to touch everything this time. Just maybe powder stuff.
All right. Do you need any help finding anything?
I'm looking for little trinkets, doodads, baubles, that kind of stuff. To
Bric-a-brac.
yeah, just stuff that I could put on my inventions to make them look prettier or more interesting.
And
More
he gets
threatening.
down behind the counter and you hear this like shaking noise, and he comes up with like a big basket of just like little pieces of ornamentation that look like they've fallen off or broken off of
Nice.
things over time.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yes.
Take a look. And it's basically like that. Yep.
I'll just do that and I'll pick through it and grab, I don't know, like
A big
a
handful of
big
stuff.
handful of cool looking things.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, little like curled up dragons or like snakes eating their tails.
Yeah, that
and,
kind
like,
of stuff. Yeah.
You know, a deer that's loping or something.
Yeah, yeah,
sorts
all
of
that
fun
kind of
stuff.
weird stuff. Yeah.
Anyway, sleeping.
Loping.
Something. I don't know the deer lope.
Deer lope.
I don't think so. I think it's like a predator thing. But okay. So you find some stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I'll pay for that and
Okay.
kind of wander around and go back to fixing my thing.
All right. You spend like
I'm
2
just
gold.
kind of waiting for someone to tell me where we're going next.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I got stuff I got to fix.
All right.
I think we're all literally in the position of not knowing what we're doing next.
So speaking of which, what's Arvin doing next?
Okay. I assume Qatar is still with me?
Sure.
Okay. Qatar,
Yep.
there is some business that I need to attend to before we meet up later.
Fine.
I need you to stay in the room. I need you to keep the door locked and keep yourself safe. Do you need anything that I can provide for you right now at this point in time?
No, probably not.
Okay. Before I leave, Is there anything that you could tell me where Aelin might have gone? Where she would have taken this? Anything at all? Maybe who I could talk to or my companions could talk to find out.
She went riverwise.
Riverwise.
Yeah, she went towards the river.
Okay.
If I had to guess, she was probably going north.
North. Okay. I think that's about as good as we're going to be able to get anyways. All right. Stay in the room.
Sits down in that chair.
There's a big book right there if you wish to read.
Fully Ready's available.
Oh yes, it is.
All right.
So exciting.
Sounds super exciting. Everybody likes that. Okay, so where are you going?
I'm heading back towards the Night Watch.
Okay.
That's where my companions like to go, so that's where I should go.
So you go there, and the illustrious, like, really exciting, like, 11 o'clock crowd, there's some people there doing business deals and eating kind of quietly.
Okay.
Mathilda is over by the bar, occasionally, like, plucking a lyre.
Okay.
She'll, like, hit a chord and then stop.
Mathilda, is it right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Aurora or no?
No.
Okay. Have you seen the other two that we go with? The gnome.
I know who the gnome is. No.
Okay.
I just said demon person.
How about the scary one? Have you seen the scary one?
Just like I already said, I haven't seen Aurora.
Nope.
Thanks, Matilda. You've been a lot of help.
She always.
Right.
Jeez, Aurora, why'd you choose to have her turned to stone first?
Let's see, Aurora's not at the bar.
Turn to stone for being
Danvers likes to go to the tower. Aurora's probably sleeping somewhere, and I will never ever find her. Theophraxis.
Yeah.
You go to Cozy Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The older lady who runs Cozy Hollow is sitting in like that little front office, and she's looking up at you now from her little door window.
Hi,
Yes.
I'm looking for Theophraxis. Is he in?
I actually don't check on all the tenants. And see if they're, but maybe.
Okay.
You're welcome to go look.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And you make your way, just like last time, very difficult. Yeah, down to the third lower level of Cozy Hollow.
Theophraxis.
Imagine how terrifying that would be for like anybody in Cozy Hollow if my character just
Hey?
randomly showed up and was just creeping through the
Someone knocking?
Yeah, it's Arvin.
Oh, okay, hold on. You hear a loud pop, and maybe it's like sound. Ah, God, nah.
I don't have that queued
Gotta
up.
get back to that later.
Morning.
down his
Hey,
stairs.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm okay. I was just fixing stuff.
All right. Have you seen the others?
No, I've been here all morning except for when I went back over to the gift shop and picked up some stuff.
Okay.
So what's going on?
I think I may have. I think Kutard may have given us a direction where Aelin went.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe once you're done here, we can meet up with the other ones.
Oh, I'm never done here, so
Oh,
I can just
we should
I can
leave
just
now.
wrap it up and you can come with
Okay.
you.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who do I talk to about getting some black powder?
Ooh, that's a good question. I should probably get some of that myself. I probably know somebody. Right?
You've got your sources, yeah?
Yeah, I've got my sources.
Okay.
I can get some.
Okay, cool. I don't need a lot.
But
I need some.
Maybe barrel or two.
Maybe a small cask or two. Maybe
You
a
do a lot
couple
more
of
than a
jars.
barrel.
I don't need a barrel. I just need something small.
Barrel. You sure? Okay. You can go small,
Thank you,
go
though.
small.
That's very generous.
Okay. A cask? Yeah, I can probably find a cask. Are you planning on blowing something up, or do we have?
Yes, if I need to.
Cool. That's a good idea. You know, I could probably rig up some bombs out of that.
That would be even better.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Okay. So I don't know how long that's going to take. Do you need these right now, or?
Sometime in the very near future.
Okay.
But
Let me go look around and ask around and see if I can get some. And yeah. So I'll be here. You can check back like maybe an hour or so.
You know what? I'm gonna head over. I'm gonna go. To the place
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and see if Embers and Aurora are there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Just meet me there.
Okay.
The limited cavern.
The limited cavern. Yes.
Yeah, clean
right.
myself off, wipe off the sweat, and all that good stuff, and then I start wandering around the cozy hall looking for a gunpowder maker. I'm
Okay.
sure I can find one.
Yep. So you're gonna go talk to Lumpy and buy some gunpowder.
Ah, yes.
Black powder.
I will
should
go
say.
to Lumpy and get some black powder.
You get black powder. And you're buying small casks. Is what you want to do.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, so maybe. I didn't ask him how big of an explosion he wants, so let's assume fairly large.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, the bigger the better. Yeah, so maybe.
Just stick a rope in the cask. There we
And
go.
yeah, so maybe casks that are
Right.
like this big. That should be enough
Yeah,
for.
that's like a standard black powder cask. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Anything bigger than that gets dangerous.
This big one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so maybe like 4 or 5 of those.
Uh huh.
3 to make these bombs, and another one for me because I have ideas that I'll use black power for too.
Yep. Sounds good.
So yeah, so Lumpy is around.
Lumpy's in, yeah.
He's in his. Does he have a?
Like the equivalent of a workshop for super, super dangerous stuff, right? So they have the area of Cozy Hollow where if something happens and he was to blow it up, all that would happen is the dirt would fall on him and he would be buried.
Right, yeah.
So he is in like B1, like in like a little like circular workroom.
Gotcha.
Where again, if there was an explosion, it would just bury him.
Okay.
Knocking sets off black powder. Just open the door. Lumpy is, of course, the foulest and deafest of all the gnomes in Cozy Hollow. He's wearing like the long leather apron and gloves that go up to his elbow like this, but you can tell he's called Lumpy because he has very bad arthritis in both of his hands, so it's not like the nicest nickname ever. But.
Hi. How you doing today?
What?
How you doing?
How much black powder do you want?
A lot. 4, maybe 5 casks.
Are you holding up your fingers, or are you just continue to say words? And he puts the cask out like that. And goes and stacks up. So you got 5 of them there on the table there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. How much? I'll take out some coin.
50.
50 gold. I'll start.
Still got them.
I'll put them in the bag of holding.
All right. So and it's like you're like cramming them in there like a watermelon in a backpack.
Yeah.
That's great. Which, by the way, I got to do this weekend. That was fun.
There. Have fun. Bye.
Be careful with the door. And you can see the edge of the door all around has like cloth batting around it.
All right, I'll walk out very carefully.
You like hold the door closed behind you till it sticks.
I'll be very careful. Yeah.
All right.
And I'll leave.
Okay.
And I'll skip out.
Yeah, skipping with black powder sounds cool. Good thing you
Bag
got
of
that
holding.
portable dimension. It's good.
It's yes. I can throw that bag around all I want.
There you go. Okay, you went to the tower. You're in the tower.
Okay. All right. Find one of the.
Yeah, one of the moonstones.
I'm
Put
just
your hand on it.
spending money right
Yes.
Is there anybody here?
Yes.
Aurora, I've been looking for you.
Well, I've been here.
Okay.
Where have you been?
I've had some business I needed to take care of. Where are you at?
I'm in my room. I can meet you in like another place.
Okay, well, I just got in, so
I was thinking about going to the library to look up books about protecting me from spirits. You want me to meet you in the library?
yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
As you arrive in the library, in your head, Silver says, I think there are other people here now. Definitely other people.
Is this a bad thing?
No, it just means more conversation. Excellent. I don't think they're tieflings either. I think one of them is a human. And with that, Arvin walks in.
Oh, hi. I was looking for you, too.
In her pile of books and some sort of silver orb with 2 little branches off of it like this.
No, that's...
I just like slowly turn and look at you, and my eyes are all like wide and bloodshot, and just like circles.
Right, I'll let you get back to what you're doing.
And Silver says to you, oh, and another one. That's such an interesting mind. Not at all like a tiefling. And with that, Aurora walks in.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hello.
Hello. Go back to reading. Just reading.
I don't think I've ever read any books written by that race. How intriguing.
Point of order. Weren't you illiterate?
I'm kind of thinking, like, almost waiting for Silver to tell me what to say. Because I'm so, like, out of it. I'm just like, what do I say? In my head, I'm going, like, what do I say? Yes?
You seem to want to have conversations. I think you should definitely have conversations.
Okay, then what do I say?
You should probably say hello.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Aurora. This is Arvin.
Hi.
We're your friends.
They're so polite and descriptive.
Yes,
I like
they
how
are
descriptive
polite.
they are.
Are you
Keeps talking to herself.
Embers?
Yes.
Maybe you should put the book down?
Do I put the book down?
I don't know. I think that live conversations are much more interesting, don't you?
Maybe. We'll try it for a while. I put the book down.
Hey, Embers, when did you learn how to read?
How long has it been since we tied the guy up? Qatar.
That was a matter of hours. It hasn't even been a day yet.
I mean, long enough for me to kill a few Duragar, but
So 18 hours?
I was mad at Theo. I need to blow off some steam.
More like 11 or 12.
About that. Is it-
Okay.
Yeah.
About 11 hours. I've known how to read.
Is that thing safe?
Yes.
You don't look like you're feeling well. I mean, she looks bad, right?
She
It looks
looks
tired.
haggard. Yeah.
Maybe we should leave that here.
But then it'll get lonely.
It has all of these books. What do you mean, what?
No, you're quite right. I would definitely be lonely. Just left alone with these books to read.
Who would you want to talk to?
Oh, I mean, everyone. Everyone's great to talk to.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Silver.
Okay. I don't know what that thing is, but it doesn't have a name.
Yes, it does.
You're talking to it,
I definitely have.
and you just said that it would be
Definitely has a
lonely.
name.
If you,
That is a magical orb, and you should probably put it down if you value your health and your sanity.
Both of those things are true. I am a magical orb, but I definitely have a name. Also, maybe you should just hand me to that one over there, the human, because I could just tell him myself.
It wants to talk to you.
I wish it was their shot.
you two are the only ones that know things about
That's what
this.
you get for getting black
What's
power.
happening? I know that it's weird, and actually, it does remind me of the story of. Oh God, what was it? Was it an
Hand me that
ocelot?
one. I want to hear the story. This sounds like a good story.
I just like kind of put it in.
Or was it an ostrich? I can't remember. Let me
Oh
think
no!
about
What?
And it says in your head, "Hello, how are you?"
it. I lick it.
That is an interesting sensation.
I lick it again. Oh, Arvin, it does talk right into your head. Hi.
That's the first time I've been licked.
Did you like it?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yes. That makes 3 times.
3 times is a lucky number.
Yes, I agree. By the way, I call myself Silver.
Hi, Silver. I call myself Aurora. That's short for Aurora over the 9 trees.
That's very descriptive.
Yes,
I
it
like that
is.
quite a bit.
It describes the 9 trees of knowledge of my people.
Your language is much better than some of the language I've learned. Much more evocative.
Thank you.
Definitely preferable, yes.
I primarily think in Dwarvish, if you're picking that up.
You may think that, but I think that most of your words come out in this very interesting. You call it tabaxi.
Yes.
That's primarily what I'm understanding at this point.
Oh, okay.
But Dwarvish is also fine. Not nearly as many colorful words.
No, well, dwarves aren't as attached to nature.
Yes, yes. They're very dry in the description of things. Also, names are very long, but without that sense of connection and description. Much more historical.
So, Silver, you were teaching Ember
You're
language?
calling it silver.
Yes, yes. Embers apparently did not know how to read.
No, she didn't. And I start doing this to the ball.
By the way, what kind of languages would you like to learn?
Huh? Oh, at some point I'm going to know all the languages, so I'm good.
All right. Is there a particular language you'd like to learn now? Typically, people learn a language immediately when they pick me up.
Nah, it'll come to me eventually. I'd like to feel like I earned it on my own.
We could have a conversation about that if you'd like.
Okay. See, I am trained as a monk, and once I understand...
Oh, she's just sitting here holding this ball. That's great.
Right. And once I'm trained enough in the power of Ki, which is the universal element that holds everything together and all of us spring from it, once I know it well enough, then I'll just inherently understand all languages, which is pretty cool. But if I take a cheat to do it, then that might interfere with the flow of my Ki, and I don't want to interfere with the flow of my Ki.
This sounds complicated, but worthwhile.
Yes. I could train you if you'd like.
I don't know how well I could do that, since I'm inherently magical, and I am inherently a cheat, as you say, to learning languages.
That's true. I like talking to you, though.
Yes, I like talking to you. I would also talk to the other one, the human, if you want.
I don't think he trusts you.
Maybe if we had a conversation about it, he would feel better.
Touch the orb, Arvin.
Faxburn,
Yes, Arvin.
I think Embers and Aurora are in trouble.
The orb is your friend,
All right.
Arvin.
We found what was missing.
Oh, which one? Which
Um,
thing?
the silver orb. Now they're both talking to it. Embers looks sick,
All right.
and Aurora is licking it.
The translator. All right. Where are you exactly?
We're in the library.
Yes, that makes sense. All right.
I liked
be there
a
in
lot of
moment.
things, to be fair. I licked you once.
I know that.
Faxburn comes in the room a little bit hurriedly. Oh, Arvin and Aurora and Embers and Silver. How are you all?
Doing okay. Silver, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. It's good to see him again.
Silver's,
I haven't seen him in a while.
Silver's happy to see you.
Silver and I have had many conversations. He is an excellent study aid, but it can be kind of taxing to sit and read books for several hours at a time.
Yeah, Ember's just like sitting in a chair now, like kind of slowly falling asleep.
Hey Silver, how about you stay here in the library? How about we just put you down and that way people can use you for reference if they need. There are far more people around here than there have been recently. Silver says, that doesn't sound so bad. Would you come back and speak with me, Aurora?
Yes. I like talking.
That's great. I think we should do that.
Yeah, a lot of times people say I talk too much, especially my father. That's partially because I don't get the stories right. But I just think I make the stories more interesting because sometimes the stories get really boring because it's who's a what's, it's related to what's his name, the son of Frog and whatever.
That sounds more like dwarf thinking.
Yeah, my dad has a lot of dwarf thinking going on. I'm looking...
We're all sitting around as she's talking to Silver like this. Yeah.
Right. I am looking for a book on protection against evil spirits. If you know the library well, and you know language is now not necessarily a problem.
I can read whatever language you want, but I don't really know where any books are. You just have to put the book in front of me. I'll read it to you.
Okay. Faxburn, are there any books about protection from evil spirits, preferably of the dwarven variety?
Protection from evil dwarven spirits.
Yes, protection from evil dwarven spirits, not necessarily in Dwarvish.
I don't know too many ways that dwarvish spirits might be different from other normal evil spirits, but yes, I have a few books on the subject.
I would like to read those.
All right, I'll see what I can find. Yes. Let's go ahead and call this like our game cut for right now, unless somebody has something they really want to say to Silver for a moment, and we'll do our, bio break. Get everybody back to the game afterwards. Yeah, well, okay. So let's take a break now. We will come back for more riveting reading on the Infinity Tower. Riveting role-playing of people reading. Yes!
Reading is magic!
It's the best ever. Also, I hope LeVar Burton is proud of us. Sorry, I know we're all super exciting and all, but we're going to get back to playing some D&D where we are sitting around role-playing people reading in a library. Yes!
Yeah.
The best ever. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna really get meta and have Aurora read a font book. What?
See, but we didn't talk about the last part on air, so now we're gonna have to go through that whole conversation on air too, right? Also saying on air seems totally old school at this point. Okay, Ambient Realms is one of our sponsors. Check them out at ambientrealms.com. They do the ambient sounds and effects like everyone's favorite. So check them out. They support Huntington's Disease Society of America and Autism Speaks. Also, Arknight. Look for them at arknight.com. They do flat plastic minis like that guy. Also maps. And we do giveaways every 25 followers and every 5 subscribers. So subscribe, follow. We love you guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. By the way, I don't know if we said that yet, but thanks if you're watching. We really appreciate that whenever you do. Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow is the premiere episode of Adrenochrome.
Yay.
All about the apocalypse. It starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time.
And you're playing.
And we are going to be playing Pandemic Legacy, which is continuing from What Game Did You Bring?
And what month are you in?
We are in the merry month of May when we got zombies. Well, they're technically called the Faded, which is like a zombie with jellyfish skin. They're like Visible Man, if anybody remembers that from when they were kids. Yeah, it's gross.
Okay, awesome. And then on Thursday, New Tripper, 6:30, session 7. Should be good. Check us out at timetotabletop.com. Follow us on Twitch. Comment, give us ideas. Hashtag Infinity Tower. Just generally come up, tell us what you think. Okay. We have 3 of you guys in the library. We have 1 of you standing around with black powder all by yourself.
No, I'm gonna go.
You're going to go back to the tower?
Yeah, since
Let's start with you. Let's start with going back to the tower.
Yeah.
Okay, Theophrax is going back to the tower. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Now what?
Yeah, that's look around.
What are you going to do now that you get there?
Bly, I'm here.
We're in the library.
Okay. All of you?
Yes.
Oh, cool. All right, be up there. I got the black powder.
That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. You're gonna love it.
So you come up to the library. Yeah. Embers, Aurora, are you sitting down, standing up?
I think I was looking for the books.
Right. So you're looking for books on evil spirits.
Yeah, and trying to overcome said evil spirits, since now I know the information that I really want is in the room we couldn't go into.
Okay. And Faxburn is trying to help you with that all. And then Arvin is...
Occupying himself with a crude comic book.
Right.
Nice.
They totally have that. It's about a group of adventurers that happen to step into traps and things like that. It's great. And then Theophraxis shows up. Faxburn's pulling a book off of a high shelf. Alright, so this is dealing with basic techniques for overcoming spirits.
I got some gunpowder.
Curses, possession, things like that.
Great. Yeah, because there's a place that I'm trying to go to that has information that I need that is
and they've been talking to it.
dominated by some very powerful old dwarven spirits.
Sure.
That when we tried to enter before, it was like they messed with
I'm
our
not touching
brains.
that thing.
So it was like,
They've been talking to the order.
I mean, anything like that, that's going to be significant. It's definitely
They
going
touch
to
it,
require
they talk
some
to it.
magical assistance to
Aurora looked at
overcome and really combat.
yeah,
I think this is going to be almost like folklore by comparison.
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
realistically, you're going to need someone like Arvin.
I
Yeah,
don't think you
except
can touch
Arvin,
it.
I don't think is powerful enough to overcome
You don't think I should
those
touch my
particular spirits.
I don't know. That's a tough conversation.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
maybe I
just
should
seems
ask him.
Really
Maybe.
bad.
Okay. Hey Arvin.
Yes.
So the books here aren't going to be helpful for what I'm looking for.
All right.
Do you remember when we were trying to get into that Dwarven King's Crypt and we got overwhelmed by evil darkness?
I'm gonna go over to the
Yeah.
You go over to the orb.
But what if we... Oh, do you want to talk to the orb?
Well, he said I shouldn't. But
You probably should.
He's
Very
really
interesting.
friendly.
is he? Can I do like a
You're
Arcana
friendly.
history check thing on? With
You can do an
with
Arcana
my
check,
gnome
sure.
And
power?
Faxburn
Do
is
an
in...
Arcana check.
Faxburn
Arcana
doesn't
history,
even think
'cause
he's
the
dangerous. so-
examining of the structure of the thing, the whole gnome thing. No, just straight Arcana.
This is definitely a magical object.
It's for magical objects.
For magical objects, you have a thing for examining magical
For
objects?
gnomes, it's the rock gnome. It's you get the bonus in doing a history check on magical items and anything, basically anything.
So you get your proficiency?
Double
Double.
proficiency.
Okay. Yeah, and it's a history check for some reason.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm scrolling. Gnome cunning, that's saving throws against magic, dark vision, artificer's lore, intelligence
That's
history
it.
check. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So we kind of get a sense of maybe where it was made and where it came from and all that good stuff.
Okay.
What exactly what it is? Oh, jeez, never mind.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, hold on. So is it double? I forget. Yeah, it's double, right? So it's intelligence, history plus
Double your proficiency.
12. 12.
You have no idea.
Okay. Huh.
Think fast.
Hello.
Hello. Is this the orb?
Well, I guess you could call me that. I prefer people call me Silver, personally.
Silver?
Silver.
Okay,
definitely.
Silver.
I haven't met a
People are all under a spell.
You've met a lot of people?
Sure.
He did offer to teach me languages, but I
By
said
the
that
way,
I felt
is there a
like that
language
was
you'd like to
cheating.
learn?
Ooh, a language I'd
But
like
it's in your
to
mind.
learn.
It's a-
Well, I told it to not give me a
I
language
haven't considered
because I
this
think
before.
that that's cheating.
Yeah, there are
It's
plenty of
probably
languages
wise
I'd
not
like
to make a
learn.
bargain with something.
Well, we can
that
do
speaks
more
to
than
you.
one, but if you do more than one, it tends to be physically taxing.
Like, how so? Get tired a lot, or?
Sure, it'll definitely drain a lot of energy out of you.
Well, I mean, you know, that might be worth it. I mean, you know, I have a lot of energy.
No.
Yes. Yes, I can imagine you.
Yeah, I do.
would.
I have a
No,
lot of
no,
energy.
no, no, no.
Wait,
Don't
I
give
have
your
a
energy
lot-
to anything. That's your own.
Arvin, I want you to. We don't speak a common language.
I think. What are some of the choices for languages?
Oh, there are a lot of languages.
Sure.
Hundreds.
What's the language that okay, so recently we went into a different dimension and it was dark and evil and spooky and they were all sort of under the power of Gothias.
Oh, okay.
You know who Gothias is?
No, I don't think I know that name.
Darn it. Because they were speaking a language there in that dimension and that would be probably a good thing to learn. I just don't know what language it was.
Okay, out of game, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. So,
Yeah,
anybody wants to help me
so.
out, I'm
I think-
ready to go with this.
I think at one point was someone speaking Abyssal or something.
Was it
like
Abyssal
that?
they were speaking?
Because well,
Probably
let me see my
someone was.
languages. Because at one
Do you remember
point,
what this
because
is
I
in
understood
reference
one
to?
of them.
No, I'm partially making it up.
Okay.
But I'm also I thought they were speaking a different language. Were they
Hey,
not?
can you pass the ball back to me?
Well, at some point we had somebody who was speaking a language you spoke, right?
Yeah, I think it was Abyssal because I think I was the only one who could understand it for some reason.
So I just think to the orb. Like, can you understand when I just am thinking to you?
Yes, of course. It's exactly the same as speaking.
Okay. So really quickly, I changed my mind. Orcish.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. And you know that right now you could speak Orcish if you want to.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was all in my head, so you don't know it.
That was easy.
So I say an Orcish to you.
Nice.
Are we sure it's not a bad idea to get Theophraxis less smart? Because right now he's so smart that he gets himself in a lot of trouble.
You just now got that from this.
Yes, it.
And are you now holding the orb since you just threw it at you?
Hell no.
Okay, so it's just like down onto the table.
I'll lay him down. Pick it. Be careful with silver.
I really don't think they can damage me just by throwing it away.
Oh,
did you give it?
I had
Being
thrown it
respectful.
back at you.
Oh, you threw it back at me.
Yeah, I
not
threw
Oh,
it back at
Oh,
you.
Yeah, he'll
well,
catch
I'll
it.
definitely catch
That's
it. Then.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll catch it.
Did you give it anything for this?
No.
What did you just give her?
Oh, she wanted to speak Orcish.
Did you say that aloud, or did you think it
The
too?
thing he said, yeah, he's saying everything out loud as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm just talking. What does she speak?
Oh, a few languages.
Well, what's her native language?
Oh, I don't know. Common?
I think it's.
So all I'm saying is that if
I mean, tieflings
If
are going to
the
be
thing-
infernal,
if the
right?
thing takes
Is
down
infernal or abyssal?
some of his
I
energy,
think it's.
he might be a lot safer to deal with.
I don't think it would take away his intellect,
Yeah.
though. I think it
Right,
would
so I
take
think
away his
infernal
life
was your
force, but
original.
I don't
wasn't
know.
it? Or maybe
I,
common, depending on where you're from.
Maybe it was infernal.
It's either infernal if we're talking tieflings.
You people
or
do what you
common if we're
want. I'm
talking
never
common,
touching
like
that thing.
the-
Theophraxis.
Get away from me with
What
that.
it means is the time we were in the prison
Uh-huh.
and his father came up and he spoke. I think he was speaking Abyssal or was he speaking Infernal? I was
Yeah,
the only one who could
no, I
understand
think it was abyssal.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's I think the language you're talking about.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll hold off, and when it comes up, maybe I'll just you know,
Sure, or I can always just read things to you. If you see something written, you just need someone to translate.
Or
it,
if we're
you
just
wanna-
sitting around and I hear someone talking, I don't understand them. I can just
But
Yeah, just-
I thought orcs
no
would
problem
also
at
be
all.
That
useful
would be
because
great.
the
You're
chances
awesome.
of us
I
running
am,
into
thank you.
orcs before I understand all languages is really high.
So what are they saying right now?
What's that?
What are they saying right now?
I think I understand.
And he tells you what they're saying right now. He's basically translating this morning.
Ah,
But of course, you just said, but what are they saying right now out loud? So they also can hear what you're saying. So.
Right, and all I just said out loud was, I think we're going to run into some orcs at some point, and that seems useful to know.
Yeah. Also, apparently, orcs write in Dwarvish, just so you know. The letters are Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
news to me.
But it's not actually Dwarvish.
It doesn't
Dwarven,
translate
it's
directly
Orcish.
Dwarvish immediately,
Right.
but they use the script.
Gnomes also use Dwarvish
Yes,
script.
they do. Yeah, I'm surprised by the number of species that use Dwarvish script.
Everybody uses Dwarvish script.
Well, clearly it's the best.
Makes you wonder if Dwarvish was like a mother tongue somewhere.
I guess it depends on how much we read into things. Yeah.
They probably taught everybody else language before that. They're all just
So,
walking
so
around saying
Silver, do you travel a lot? I mean,
Well, it all depends. I've been around for a while.
do you? So we got you from somebody.
Okay. Yes.
Do you? And how did you end up in his hands? Do you know?
I don't pay a lot of attention to temporal details. I mostly pay attention to conversations. I'm really more interested in what people are saying.
So, do you remember the conversations that person might have had with other people while you were being passed around?
You know, there was an orc, but before that, no, not for a while. Not since I last saw Faxburn.
Interesting. Okay.
And since you were saying all this out loud, Faxburn says, you know, Theophraxis, originally Silver was being kept in the Carnelian room, and I actually had a wrapper around him, a shroud, so that he wouldn't be quite so aware of everything being said around him.
But I was just thinking if someone stole them, you might have heard their conversation.
I would imagine he stayed shrouded until recently.
That's a shame. He seems like a nice guy.
It's a very useful construct, to be sure. I mean, Silver always has something to say about something.
Sure. Well, yeah, that just means he's wise.
So basically, the information I'm really looking for, though, to get back to what we were talking about, is
He
the
seems like he's
information
really
that's in
useful.
that crypt.
Yes, definitely.
I would be happy to join you with
Like,
that.
when we go on
Unfortunately,
travels, can we
I do
take
have
him with us? Because
engagements
we
here
keep
coming
running
up, so I won't be
into
able to join you
situations where
anytime
we hear
soon.
I understand, and I also feel like it might be
Sure, I would just
something
be careful about
that
using it.
the more powerful you are, the better we
It's
are.
me. I'm always careful.
I understand.
Right.
But what kind of careful are we talking about?
No, just it's like any other
Something
magical
for the
object. You know, you don't want to be too reliant on its properties, and over time it can be taxing.
Sure. Okay. I think because this feels much more useful than the necklace that I found.
But why are you going somewhere?
I can
Yes,
see why you would say that.
Sure. There's
I might put the
something I
necklace
have to
back
do
and
for
borrow
the
this. Is that
military.
okay? Unless
and
we
it's
all wanna-
happening sooner
That's
than,
fine. That's
than
fine.
later,
Okay.
probably here within the next couple of days.
Is that okay with you guys?
My character's asleep
What?
right now.
Huh?
My character's asleep.
What's
Oh,
happening?
you're asleep right now.
Embers is falling asleep at the table.
Yeah.
You see what happens when you deal with that orb?
She overtaxed herself. We got some warnings from Fax
That
for a little
overtaxed
bit.
her.
Well, I've looked like that.
Because you
after
said
a
one
long night of
language and you're
tinkering.
fine, and anything beyond that is bad.
I also read for what
Yeah, I don't think Embers learned more than one language,
8
so
hours
Yeah.
straight.
she's tired.
I looked like that over the weekend.
And Silver says, you know, really, it's just I think she had a lot. We read for a while.
I think we should bring it with us.
I agree.
And Silver agrees.
Of course it would agree.
Well, sure. Where are we going?
I don't know, but it just seems like if we do go someplace, we should.
Because it seems like Arvin's going on a mission.
Soon
We're
enough,
going on a
but
mission?
I am. But Kutar, he did say that Aelin mentions was going north towards the river. That's
you guys
all he
friendly
knew.
with Qatar now?
Kutar is one of my soldiers.
The same guy that he shot.
What?
Yes, it's an interesting turn of events, but yes, he's part of the Union Arms
I
military.
think I knew that. I learned that the night before, right? I did.
Hold on. I'm thinking about a traditional Orcish song that I only knew phonetic. Oh, that is filthy. So I only knew it phonetically. That's really dirty. That's a dirty, dirty song.
Silver says, do you want to hand me to Aurora?
Why?
Well, the song sounds interesting.
Okay. He wants to hear the song.
Okay. It's a Orcish song called The Innkeeper's Daughter. It's about various things that happen to the innkeeper's daughter. I'll
Silver's-
think about
yeah,
it.
Silver says, that is very descriptive.
Intensely so.
A lot of those words deal with the same situation, but there's a lot of variety in that song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to hear that song.
Okay. I can play it for you in Orcish if I can play it on the flute.
Do it. You can sing an orchestra. Give me the orb and listen to it.
Okay.
Or,
Hey,
sorry,
look
give me
at the
silver.
time, everybody. We have got a mission.
Embers is cool.
Doesn't this mission involve like her former boss lady?
Faxburn is turning down to look at you. Are you actively tracking Aelin? Did you find her?
He
We
knows
only
something.
have a guess of where she's at, and she's north of our town that we're at, near a river.
At least we know she did take some of the items out of the tower. So there's that.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
She also has something in her possession that's very valuable to the people I serve.
Not surprising.
You sure she still has it, or she might have fenced it already?
Perhaps. There's only one way to find out, though.
It's nothing dangerous, is it?
It's a magical barrier. That's all I know.
Ooh, like the ones that are being used in Illyria.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
I can track that.
Oh.
Well, you saw the map. It was just one big wide outline.
Yes, that would be great.
If she's using it, I mean, I'll definitely know where it is.
Oh, you made him happy.
Yay! He hasn't smiled in ages.
Do you need any help with that?
I smile. I smile.
I mean,
all
it
the
should be as
time.
simple as locating the region in the cosmological room and
So
just
that's
seeing
fine.
if I find the spots.
Okay, let's do it now. Just in case,
Let's
she
do
tries
that.
to fence it.
Let's
Hey,
do that. And
I'm
he walks
not
out towards the
addicted to
staircase.
it or anything, but
follow.
can I hold Silver again?
Okay, good. Is that okay with you, Silver?
She thinks lots of interesting things.
Oh, I have lots of interesting things to think too. I'll start thinking about the complexities of firearms. And
Yes, can I be helped by Aurora now?
Aw,
You're boring.
that hurts. That really hurts, Silver.
You
I
need to
really
think
like-
of raunchy gnome songs.
He doesn't like my. Oops. He doesn't like my.
I like adjectives a lot better than nouns.
Good to know. That is super awesome, special code. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You're more entertaining than me.
Let
So
me.
Faxburn is in the cosmological room as you guys are having your longer conversation with Silver.
Yeah.
And he's making motions with his hands, and
Two
like
people all
the
at the same
globe
time.
that you're all on when you're back home pulls up, and he's like motioning, and you see it kind of like pulling around and looking for Trageria, and so the continent kind of pulls up to the forefront, and he's looking at it, and you can see there's like a white spot in the middle of the like upper eastern part. Did you come out to the room with him as well? Are you watching
Yeah.
all this? Okay. Well, it's as simple as that. The place where the map disappeared is the place where she must be, and she's deployed the barrier.
Go
So-
now.
You know.
We have a region of the world. We know that there's a barrier there, and we know that she wants something.
Let's go.
Don't
I
know
say we
what's
go.
there.
No, not at all. That's the nature of the magic. I'll have no idea. I don't think you'll be able to open a door there.
Really?
How close can we get?
I don't know. This is theory at this point. I'm not sure what that barrier is. If it's a barrier against scrying or magic in general. If you tried to open a door to some place you can't open a door, I'm not sure where you would end up.
So, is the barrier on like a continent?
Well, yes, it's on Trageria, the same continent you were just
Okay.
visiting, to the north and along the eastern seaboard.
Are there any towns near there?
There are towns very close to there, and they are in the woods. They are mostly filled with cat people. This is surprisingly close to the Tabaxi Council.
Oh, she's in Tabaxi land.
This is
Right.
like the very northern tip of the Flame Realms, entering the Tabaxi Council area.
All right.
You could probably walk in a day and reach the Tabaxi Council from here.
So,
I see no reason to wait.
well, what's she doing in Tabaxi lands, though? That's an unusual place for her to be.
Well, if it's Aelin, it's magical, it's valuable, and it's probably dangerous.
I mean, the Feywild bleeds into Tabaxi lands all the time.
I honestly doubt she would take the time to go to Trageria, to go to the Feywild. She would probably have gone there directly.
That's true.
Unless there's some sort of conflux, some sort of convergence.
I'm not supposed to tell anybody who's not Tabaxi, but this is where the Council of Cats is, and it looks like that she's very near it.
So, if we were to try to find her there, only you could go, or is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying you'd be killed, but I'm not saying you wouldn't be. You certainly must have some holy places that only people of your order are allowed.
I think so.
Imagine this, but for my people.
No, I get what you're saying.
So as a general rule, non-tabaxi are kind of frowned on.
Ambassadors, emissaries. Do you see people like that there?
Not in the depths of the Council of the Cats. We go outwards. That's part of what my job is I am exploring the outer world to get information back to the Council, but they don't come out.
Well, this general area around this barrier, it looks like it's mountainous. I don't know what to expect from that area, and again, I would be hesitant to say you should try to place a door there with that barrier up.
I mean, I definitely know my way around there.
Embers, you know Aelin as well as any of us. What do you think?
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check just to see if I can think of anything else that has to do with barriers or something I would know about her.
Well, you know a lot about her.
Apparently. Woo. Would that be Arcana? Would you want me to roll Arcana or something else?
Are you trying to think about like what you know about her as a person? Or are you trying to think about magic involved? Or
Let's start with her as a person, and then I'll go with the magic involved.
let's say insight.
Okay. 20, but not nat.
Okay. So the hard part with Aelin is she's very like methodical. She'll definitely have a plan here in place. If this barrier is up, if she knows that Factburn can see it, you've got about a 50-50 this is a trap.
Okay.
Or a mislead, or a dodge, or something, you know? On the other hand, if she knows that Factburn can see it, does she really care? He's been
Yeah.
able to find her before and he doesn't do anything about it.
Then I'm going to roll an Arcana check on the thingamajigger.
So thanks, Mike, for that tower. It's pretty awesome. I don't have to give Allison inspiration, that's nice.
24.
Okay. It sounds really cool. In terms of a barrier, you haven't seen this one personally. This is a scrying device, so you know you can't scry into that area because apparently there's a blank scrying spot.
Okay.
Without inspecting it directly, you'd be hard pressed to say if this is like an anti-magic zone or if it's an anti-scrying zone.
Okay.
But can she change shape? Is that something she knows how to do, or is she just very good at hiding?
I know that answer.
Sure. And yes.
She can change her shape.
I mean, she was just impersonating a human person of some
Yeah,
kind.
that's true.
Okay, then she's probably moving around looking like a tabaxi right now if she's heading through tabaxi lands.
Yes.
It's possible.
And then I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but where we see that barrier, she may not even be there right now. That could just be there to lure us off, but it's probably the best place to start because at least if we can get over to that, we can figure out what's going on.
I'm more concerned about how I'm going to get the lot of you around.
Well,
Is this a very heavily patrolled area?
we know of a transmogrification book.
Do we? Oh, yeah. We do, but that's back at the library.
It is, and that's probably why she was probably going to get that book. She didn't have it yet, but he wanted that book, so Guitar, she might have wanted it so she could
Ask him about that.
Well, we can go back to the library and just read it, figure it out really quick.
But you don't know how to cast a spell from a book.
Yeah, and because you had your awesome insight check, she's not really a bookie kind of wizard either.
Faxburn,
Yes.
do you know how to cast a spell from a book?
Yes. I do that regularly. Yes.
Get him to do it.
If we can get the book back here, which we took a lot of effort to get convinced him to let us use it in the
What
first
exactly are you
place.
trying to do with this book?
We want to disguise ourselves as Tabaxi.
Alright.
I don't need to.
Yeah, not the
I would
Tabaxi.
imagine not. Do you want to do it physically? Or are you just trying to appear as Tabaxi?
It needs to be convincing enough. It needs to last long enough.
I think that if you're talking about just putting up an illusion magic, because so much of what my people do is hear and smell more than see, unless it somehow makes their footfall sound differently or makes them smell not like, well, humans' sulfur, then no offense.
Yeah.
Then it's not going to be a very convincing illusion.
All right. So I can help with that. I can turn them all to Tabaxi if that's what we really need to do.
Can you make us smell like Tabaxi?
Well,
I'm imagining if I change you to Tabaxi, it'll smell the correct way.
How long will the polymorph last?
I don't know. Sounds like the sort of thing I would have to look up on D&D.
And is it something we can turn into a potion?
Something to turn into a potion, not with any sort of speed.
I mean, if it's true polymorph, if he focuses on it for an hour, it's permanent.
Yeah.
We'll just do that. If you guys want to just
The
be
unwished.
Tabaxi, that's cool.
Do you have to unwish it, or can he dismiss it after that period of time? That's my question.
Let's look it up right now.
Can we get some temporary cat ears on our chibis?
I don't know. I mean, we might be able to talk Allison into doing some quick like overlay or cat.
You know, everybody wants to be a cat.
Polymorph. True polymorph. Here we go.
Either way, he's probably not going to do true polymorph on you all because there's 3 of you.
No, but
And that
regular
would be
polymorph
time-consuming.
only lasts for like,
An hour.
yeah. And he has to be concentrating on it the whole time.
So in other words, no.
We can turn into a tabaxi because it lasts for up to 1 hour, it says, or until he has 0 hit points.
But it's a concentration spell, I'm told.
If you concentrate on the spell for the full duration, so an hour, yeah, it becomes permanent.
But that's
Oh,
true
is this
polymorph.
true polymorph?
And we can make a wisdom save to try to succeed against it.
You can also just choose to not succeed.
Yeah.
So basically, he would take an hour for each one, but
Yeah.
it would be permanent because after the hour.
Fact Burn's cool
Unless
and
we
all,
die.
but I don't think he's going to
Or
cast 3
skip
9th level spells in a row on you guys.
What?
Oh, come on.
Well, if he can get him a scroll.
Lazy.
Yeah, really. We're doing his job for him.
Alright.
A little gratitude.
Yeah, really. Just a little help. Resources.
So, simpler spells should work fine for that.
If
We
we're
could
going, let's
just
just go
do
with
a
that.
simple alteration spell that should be enough to make you all appear as Tabaxi. If that's really what's necessary.
How long do the alteration spells last?
Similarly about an hour.
How's that gonna help? If it takes us longer than...
Don't you also have to concentrate on that?
No, I didn't say concentration unless I didn't read it well.
Alter self is a concentration.
Well, I mean, I'm not
That's
saying
me
I read it well.
metagating like a monster
That's
trucker.
cool. I just didn't read it carefully.
I play a
that's
lot.
What the, I see what the thing is. It's indicating with this little C here,
Yeah.
which I should have been paying attention to.
I play a lot of transmutation wizards in the past, so
Yeah. All right. So basically, you guys are out.
yeah.
You should just each take a few levels of wizard and then you'll be fine.
Just
We
keep
can
up
always-
that alter self.
We could always try to disguise ourselves. But then we got
Yeah, Alter Self is
smelly
Sorcerer
stuff.
Wizard.
Yep. So Empress can eventually gain the spell and just do it herself,
she
and then there's
can
just 3 of you
actually-
left, 2 of you,
Yeah, the next time you level up, you could take it.
if you really wanted to. Yeah.
Well, it's only 2nd level,
Yeah,
so I can just switch it out.
yeah,
whenever I want to.
exactly. But the other option is being sneaky.
I'm great at that.
Oh yeah, you're excellent at it.
Do you see really frequent patrols in this area? Is this going to be a difficult task? If it became dangerous, you could always
The
come
closer
back
you get to
tower.
the council, the more they're going to be around. But it's not even like all tabaxi are prepared to defend against invaders, and anything that's not a tabaxi, that's a humanoid, is an invader.
All right.
So imagine every single person being in the army, and that's basically what we are.
Sure, but none of the other races pass anywhere through the lands.
Well, there's a certain amount of communication at the borders. It's just the fact that it's so close to the council. That's my worry. But
Troubling.
Well, can you go in first and scout around and pick
We
a
can
safe and
hide.
follow?
Yeah, I mean, I can scout around. How do you propose you're going to communicate with me?
I can. There is a
Dimensional
spell.
barrier is really the problem. Otherwise, I would send you with a sending stone and you'd be able to contact each other back and forth.
Well, you go and come back. I mean, the transportation doesn't take. It's instantaneous, right? Just open the door from there you are.
Yeah, no, it's just that she's going to keep moving, isn't she?
No. That won't work.
Also, I am not a good tracker.
You could sneak her.
Yeah, I'm good at sneaking around, but will I ever find her in a jungle?
No, I'm saying more to pick a spot. You go in first, so it's clear. Have a look around, and we'll come in later. After.
Do you have any sort of thing, like a object that could maybe do that? Like change them into something else?
I don't think anything that'll be reliable enough.
I'm willing to take my chances. I'll go as I am.
Okay.
I mean, ultimately, if it gets too dangerous, the Embers
I
can
mean,
open
I
the
can
door
vouch
first.
for you, at any rate.
Well, if we're in the barrier, no, I can't. If we're within that.
Oh, if
area.
we're within the barrier.
Yeah.
But what are the chances that
Albeit,
the Tabaxi are going to be in the barrier with her? That would imply that the Tabaxi are working with her.
Well, they might not knowingly know that the barrier's there unless they, like, the barrier makes it so magic doesn't work or whatever the barrier does. Like, it can do, from what I understand, it can do kind of different things. We're not quite
So
sure
it doesn't
what
keep
can do.
people out. What does it keep out? It's a barrier, so that's something.
It's keeping us out from scrying it.
That's scrying.
at any rate, I'm sure that if Tabaxi come upon us, since I am a Tabaxi, I can convince them to not kill you.
Do you have anything that
To
can
not kill us. It's not
That's,
killing, to kill.
Yeah, no, I
Persuasive.
was stuttering.
or can
Sure.
up persuasion?
Well, I don't know. You're trying to be more persuasive to the people you encounter with your vaccine.
More endearing to them, so they're more willing to listen to us and maybe understand what we're trying to do.
Or what's the quickest way to a Tabaxi's heart?
Straight to the root.
Big chunk of ramen.
Food doesn't hurt, but I mean, we're all very different from each other, so it really depends on what kind of Tabaxi you run into. A lynx is gonna like riddles, a lion will like you more if you engage in combat.
I'm somewhat concerned that if I send you something that's a charming effect, something that enchants, that if it backfires, it'll do more harm than good.
Unless
That is true. My
I
people
still have this
do...
yarn from Thistle's shop. Will this help?
The what?
The yarn from Thistle's shop.
Oh, he did Thistle's yarn.
I mean, things like that are helpful.
That's gonna
Do
be
you
a
still
problem.
have? Do you still have your magic shiny?
Which magic shine?
The dot.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes. That. This will be useful. Bring it.
Okay.
what about? I know where I'm from, sometimes
Where'd it
people
go?
would smoke something or take something to make them relax. Is there anything like that for Tabaxis?
Yes.
Why don't we bring some of that? Offer it as trade or something.
Yes, I have that.
Really any drugs. But then again, you might offend.
Okay.
So there's no telling what we're about to encounter. There's the best we can hope for if we get discovered is to talk our way out of it and hope to please as many people as we can.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
It
red
doesn't
dot
sound
is,
any different than what we've been doing
Yeah,
so
I think
far.
this is pretty much standard fare for us, right?
the red dot's
Let's do
gonna
it.
go a really long way.
We do have that.
I've got the red dot.
I'll
Spring
say
for
don't
Friskies.
be cowardly because that's not respected.
Okay.
Equally, don't attack for no reason because they will attack you back.
Sure.
All right, Aurora, where do we want to put the door when you arrive?
I'll point to a village that's like an out, like not directly in the castle, but somewhat nearby.
But you're trying to go to a Tabaxi village rather than staying near the barrier?
Well, I guess we'd want to be nearer the barrier. I don't
Can
know.
we just go? We can't go straight into the barrier, right?
I really don't know what that barrier is going to do. Again, if it's a barrier against scrying, it shouldn't be that bad. But if it's a barrier against magic, and you were to enter into that area, I really don't know where you'll end up.
Which way can we see her moving? Like, is it moving in a direction?
Well,
or
this
is it
is what's going on now in the world. So it's not a history of where she's been. It's really just the moment the beacon's been activated.
Right. I'm just curious if it's like blipping along like radar.
That's just staying in one spot.
Well, if she's heading towards the council, then we should move ahead of her and then go backwards to where we think she is right now.
It's too big a map. I can't tell if she's moving or not.
Sure.
But I would imagine she's looking for something in particular.
Yeah, and if she's looking for anything, if it's a very powerful item, the most powerful tabaxi are right there. So that would be who she's wanting to get it to. And even though we're all at peace with each other, we're kind of not. So gamesmanship for powerful magic items is not uncommon.
All right. So where should we put the door?
I point at an area on a map that's between where she is right now and where the council would be.
Okay. Are you sticking close to the barrier, away from the barrier?
I'd say a few clicks from the barrier. I don't think that we want to dump right into where the barrier is.
So kilometers away is what you're thinking? Okay.
Yeah, like maybe a kilometer.
All right. Are you all ready now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Aurora's always ready now that she's got a bag of holding.
Well, join me downstairs. Let's go.
Okay. Do you have silver? Or do I have silver?
Huh?
I have silver.
Aurora has silver. Well, we were both doing
Wait,
this.
yeah. So we wanted to do an experiment while this was going on, like early on before all this happened. We Aurora and Theo both put their hand on the silver at the same time to see if they could hear him at the same time.
Yes. That is nice, isn't it? It's nice to have a larger conversation like
And I'll
that.
say in my head, "Oh, we can have a conversation like this."
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
now we're all talking.
Okay. Cool. So that's good to know. All right. Okay. You're gonna carry the silver then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm dexterous enough that I could walk around with us holding it between us, but I don't know.
That's true.
Harder to fire a rifle that way. Okay, so you're all going downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fact
Oh.
friends.
Before we go, you shouldn't bring your guns.
Why not?
That's technology that you don't necessarily want going to the wrong cat.
They'll steal it.
Well, I mean, if they happen to kill you, they might take it.
Yeah, that would be any different from anything else.
All right.
I mean, what's gonna stop them from? What's gonna stop a cat from?
Perhaps use them as a last resort.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I can keep it under.
Oh,
I can put it in the bag of holding until I need it.
you said you had the black powder.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should leave that here.
Um,
Well, how much did you get?
5 casks.
Oh,
He said he wanted to blow up stuff.
yeah, we should leave that here.
But it's in the bag of holding. It should be okay, right? Right, Faxburn?
I would think it would be fine, but I don't know.
Whatever you think is best.
I'm gonna take it.
Just don't disrespect anything, and don't step on any butterflies because it would affect the future.
Okay, I'm very careful in these situations.
All right, is everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
So Faxburn takes a moment. He actually looks like he's concentrating right here, and he brings his hands out, and the door appears. All right, go ahead. I think this is going to be about the right area.
Okay. Aurora goes through first.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Wait a second.
Last. Thought you said second. So
I
was
did
like,
say
what?
second. Yeah, I didn't mean second and third.
You are through. You're in the mountains. At a point where it's just a little bit cold. There's just a little bit of a, the elevation is just a little bit of an effect on the oxygen, so it's just a little bit sparse here. And you can see down below you going into a wide open forested plain, but you're definitely still in the mountains up here.
All right, I'm gonna start heading in the direction that I think we should be going.
Okay. Should we sneak in around or just?
How do you want to? How do you want
Let's
us to do
just
this?
go.
All right.
So,
I mean, I'll make a perception to see if I notice anything odd out in the woods, but...
do you notice anything odd out in the woods?
Well, either tabaxi moving around or alternately a elf clunking along.
Okay, go ahead and make that perception check, because you're basically trying to see if you're going to do better than your passive perception at this point.
Because only tabaxis would view elves as being clunky and clumsy.
Not to be fair, she is a city elf, probably.
Right. 18.
18.
Which is better than my passive.
Yeah. It's pretty quiet out here. It's rocky. It's just a little bit cold. You know, this is like midday, so it's not that cold or anything like that. But you're in an elevation. And looking around, you don't see any signs of other tabaxi. It doesn't smell like there are other tabaxi in the area. Nobody's really marking this as territory or anything like that. And you don't seem to be near any civilization centers that you're aware of. It doesn't look like there's a village or a town nearby.
Okay. Yeah, doesn't smell like any tabaxi have been through here recently. I'm not really getting a beat on the elf, though. But on the other hand, I don't think we need to waste extra time sneaking.
Do you know your way around this area well? Can you tell if we ended up in the right spot based on the map at Faxburns, the tower, possibly?
I don't think Aurora really has ever been this far to the
it's
south.
Mountaineering and then also going by maps, maybe? I mean, you're in the mountains, and that looks like Tabaxi land down below.
We are definitely in the mountains near Tabaxi land, further south than where I grew up. That's about as best I can do. This is not a place that I've been, as that it's neither near my homeland nor the monastery, which are both much further to the north from here.
It's awfully pretty.
Yes, it's not despoiled by other races.
Or other races. Alright. I think that's better. That's better. It's got a cool note to it. Thanks, Avery Brothers. We'll throw in some mountain music.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You see, the dwarves live in an area where nothing can grow because they live underneath a mountain.
Everybody else gets to make perception checks, by the way, too.
I said all the things.
All the things.
All the things.
Perception is
20, not nat.
So 21.
Nice.
Yeah, 21.
Okay, so basically, Aurora's focused on looking for tabaxi, looking for traces of life and so forth. The rest of you are all just generally taking in the area, and so you're more aware of the mountains themselves, and the fact that it's got kind of like a sloping, you know, like gradual upward ascent like that. So you notice that there's an area that seems very flat suddenly, like this, and maybe like there's a cave or an arch somewhere coming up and ahead of you. You're able to catch that just a second sooner than Aurora does.
What's that?
It's a cave with an arch.
And looking at it, it does look warped.
Yeah. It looks like this was made on purpose. Perhaps this is what she was traveling into. I'm gonna go check it out.
Do you smell her anywhere or smell something?
I mean, when I get closer, maybe.
You're gonna get pretty far at this point.
Maybe you should sneak up on it.
Okay, I'll stealth towards it.
You're stealthing towards it, okay.
Sure.
Alright.
I'll hang back.
26.
So there's basically this thing where you guys drop a die on the top, and then like a similar looking die with like a high number just gets pushed forward at the bottom, right? Is that how this thing is built? It's working pretty well so far.
You know, the one I rolled before this was just a 12 on the die.
Okay, alright.
She just has a high perception.
Fair,
but
fair,
this
fair.
this time out it is an
Yeah.
18 on the die, and her stealth is 8, so 26.
Okay. Alright, so she's 3 stealthier than you. It's a lot.
I've
Alright.
3
Not
more
her I'm
stealth.
trying to avoid.
As far as you
3
know,
more stealth than
nothing
you.
is aware of your presence.
Alright, so I guess I'm sneaking closer to the entrance of this and seeing if I smell filthy elf. I know what an elf smells like now.
Yes, you know what a elf smells like. So this will be your second elf you've smelled.
Third, I've smelled a drow.
I was counting the drow. Who's the other one?
Bela?
Oh yeah, yeah. Although
I know she's a corrupted, messed up elf.
right.
But...
Okay, so you're gonna have an interesting scent palette to go off for your like elf smelling. Okay, so as you get closer, Yes, but more importantly, there's also the smell of like an artificial perfume,
Okay.
like one of those city perfumes. So there's definitely someone here who is not a tabaxi.
Okay. I think we found her.
Do you smell something?
And Silver says, I like the way that we're talking right now. This is what they call whispering, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Oh, that reminds me, we don't need to whisper at all.
What's going on?
So, yeah, we're both thinking.
Oh yeah, and you guys can't telepathically communicate with one another. You can just both hear Silver.
Oh, darn it. That
So
would
when-
be awesome.
But when you do that, Silver says, I really like this. It's fun to share with more people.
Okay, well, can you pass on a message to Aurora?
Silver, can you
and
tell
back and forth?
Aurora?
Yes, I can do that.
Oh, great. It'll be really interesting. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that's
Okay,
fine.
so now let's in our minds. Let's talk. So what, you smell something?
Yes, I think that I smell perfume as somebody in the city would wear.
Oh. I don't really smell anything, but you're a much better smeller
Well,
than me.
here's something that I've found interesting about humans, and maybe you can explain this to me.
Uh-huh.
Why are you all trying to sneak up on flowers?
I could see how you would think that. It's mostly trying to smell nice, and people think flowers smell nice, and so they, yeah.
Aurora, I can't smell anything. Can you tell me what these flowers smell like? Try to be very descriptive.
They smell like sunshine and the color pink.
It's very interesting.
I don't know if you understand the color pink though.
I have an idea that it's a color.
It smells like early morning.
This is very descriptive. I enjoy these descriptions.
So how far away is the smell?
And then slightly sharp, but in a pleasant way.
Interesting.
Oh, it's up by the cave.
Oh, well, let's go.
Just you and I.
Probably. For now, just to have a look around.
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
So you're scooting up to this arch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a peek in, look around
Okay.
before the noisy one shows up.
So it's not really different than the surrounding land. It's almost like it's been camouflaged just by time because there's dirt and grass and so forth that grows over it, but there's nice smooth stone like a patio where there's been a large pardon me, area outside this entrance has been prepared. And then there's an archway. And again, it looks like it really melds into the surrounding stone. So you can see, like the side of the mountain, and then a very finely worked arch where it looks like everything is in a single joined piece. To your eyes, Aurora, it definitely looks like something that was built by dwarves.
Can I do this trick on two? Normal?
Sure.
Ooh, nice. Yes. 25.
Yeah, looks consistent with the sort of things you saw before in Talkazan, where you would say this looks like it's dwarven
So
manufactured.
does it look like another entrance to?
Yeah, it looks like an archway to some sort of underground city civilization thing.
Excellent.
And she's definitely gone through here.
Okay.
That's the smell.
I'm sorry, was the door open? Is it an open?
It's just an open
This is
archway.
So, like, I'm gonna peek in. Do I see anything?
It's pretty dark inside, so you're seeing dark and descending dark, but it seems to be a long corridor that'll continue on.
Should we go back into the other ones?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
cookies.
What with the what? That's gonna be the last 15
Thanks,
minutes of the
Sarah.
series. We eat cookies for 15 minutes. Yes, thank you, Sarah.
First reading on cookies.
No, we don't do that. It's cookies.
I tried.
Oh, okay.
Carb free.
Why are they going back to her?
So, because she can eat you, reach you. That wasn't a Freudian slip. I'm not hungry for cookies.
No,
I
I
am.
can eat you.
They're tinier than they normally are.
Nah.
Why don't you wait here? I'll go back into the others. Aww.
Stupid, delicious cookies. Showing up in front of my schnoz.
They're actually not that good. I'm totally lying right now.
She's totally not lying.
Yep, sounds right.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and get everybody else. And go in. Yeah.
You're going back to get the others?
Mhm.
Oh, I'll stay here and observe.
Okay. We go back to theirs.
Go ahead.
Wow.
I'm just trying to get more time to eat cookies, really.
These cookies are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
How are you morning? What's up?
So it looks like one of those archways, like we found to Tolkazad. It's open.
She's never been to Dolkasai.
The underground
Okay.
dwarf city.
Okay.
Same construction and stuff, but it's not like a magical door. It's
Alright.
just an open archway, and it just goes into the cave.
All right. Is it clear?
It looks like, I mean, as far as we can see into it, yeah.
Well, let's go.
Yep.
Is there anything in there?
Not that we could see from the outside.
Okay.
I mean, if it's like the other door that we found like this, it's gonna have like it's a roadway. It's a road into probably another underground city. Probably
Okay.
dwarven underground city. So let's go. Go for it.
Like a little bit so I don't go crazy.
No, just eat the other half of the one you ate. Do you want?
There won't be a big. I'll only take half two.
Yep. This is our cookie eating live stream, guys. If you're not enjoying it, subscribe for less of this content.
Our next
alright.
subscriber winner gets a cookie recipe.
That might be true.
Yeah, really.
So, you've approached the archway.
God.
Sorry, Will.
No, that's all right.
So you're near the archway. That's what I've got so far.
Yep, we got a piece of there, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go in.
Did you tell them that she's in there somewhere?
Oh, yes. She can smell perfume. Sorry, I was enjoying the cookies. I would have told him that too.
What does the perfume smell like?
Smells like flowers. It's a typical smell for people that are in an urban center.
Would there be like something unique about
Like, is there a unique flower it smells like?
yeah.
Sure. What do you think?
What would a really expensive crazy bitch like?
I'm thinking jasmine or gardenia. One of those sound good
Not
to you?
jasmine, we'll say gardenia. I like jasmine.
Artichoke's a flower.
Does it smell like gardenia?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably her.
So she's probably getting something in there.
Let's go in. Maybe we'll surprise her.
I agree. I'm excited about this
I'm
one.
gonna sneak in.
What? That wasn't part of our deal.
What?
Disadvantage.
You're like, no, I'm gonna eat this other half.
That's right.
That last
how it
cookie
works.
goes to Hans. You can't.
I'm good either way. One cookie's plenty. Really good cookies. Okay. So where are we at?
So I'm sneaking in.
I'm sneaking into.
Awesome.
Do we need to roll? I'll roll in.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. And how far back are you guys staying?
I'm just at the entrance.
Yeah, I'll just stay at the entrance right now.
Okay. So you're gonna stand at the entrance and then let them just go past you inside. Cool. Perfect.
So moving at stealthy speed, I'm still really outpacing you.
Of
But
course you are.
That's a natural one.
You have to. Actually, it's an 18.
Is it an
Does it have to
18?
go all the way down?
No,
Does that
it got
count?
stuck on the little middle thing.
But doesn't that have to go all the way down to count?
yeah, I don't want to cheat.
Uh-huh.
Even though I know it's an 18 in there.
Oh!
Now it's a 1.
Okay. Now I feel bad.
That's great.
Oh, I got 19.
Okay. All right. Don't worry, it doesn't matter either way. Everybody just go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
It's magic.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, get advantage. Hey.
Hey, you know what?
19 on that. Wait, yes, of course.
16.
Get 2 11s. Wisdom?
Wisdom.
14. 15.
19.
19.
Did you count
16.
your
16?
Huh?
your ring of protection?
Awesome.
Yeah. I think, wait, did I? Yes. Because I changed all my stats to reflect that.
So, there is a swirl of color all around. Rainbow, flickering patterns. Time passes. You feel a hand on your shoulder. Just like a single pat.
I immediately
Do nothing at all, but
I'm trying to grab it, I guess.
It's a very high DC that we did not get.
19? What's your spell save DC?
16.
Not that
19's kind
Could
of
be
high.
worse. I'm not saying anything there, but
Huh?
so you're there for a moment, and it's a little darker outside suddenly.
So were you moving, or were you just
No, you
Oh,
just,
you just
were
walked in
standing
and
there
saw the
apparently.
colors and just like the colors?
Yeah,
Okay. A little drool.
maybe that.
What was that?
Do I still have my bag of holding, or did she steal it?
Still have your bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that was like a, what is it called? Like a color spray? That's not what it's called. What is it called? I had it for like 3 seconds. Spell.
So that the effect is gone now?
Yeah,
Okay.
That reminds me.
So it's darker outside. So
Just a little bit.
Why is it dark?
dark. It's not like midnight or anything
We
like
must have
that,
been
but
standing
maybe
there
some
for
time
a
has
while.
passed.
I think we were standing.
Oh,
You-
God.
Did you see the rainbow colors?
Yes.
We all saw the rainbow colors.
Okay. So
Yeah, we really need protection against magic, if such a thing exists.
it would be awesome. So should one of us? Okay. But we're still standing in the same spot.
Yeah.
So
Or, you know, I'll just level up, at which point the spell doesn't even work on me anymore, but whatever.
So should one of us try to go in again? Maybe we tie a rope to our waist or something.
Did you not just hear me metagaming that once I level up, that a charm spell won't be useful against me? Let's see. Yeah, I'll try going again. Why not?
Sure.
I'm gonna tie you off though, because if you fall under the spell again, and we want to be able to get you out, as opposed to one of us having to go in to get you, and then we would fall under the spell.
How long a rope do you have?
I'm assuming that it's not the entirety. I mean, would it just kind of be a small section, a small area?
What, that has... I don't know what you're talking about.
This effect.
Wouldn't somebody have to cast it?
I don't know. Okay, well, if you just want to go in, go in.
I'll go in again.
You go in again.
Alright.
You're able to walk forward.
Mhm.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
It's a gradual descent, just like a ramp, slowly going down in the mountainside.
Okay.
Okay. I will shrug and follow her and stay about 25 feet behind her.
Am I still smelling this person's scent, though, or did they just use us as a little trap? And
Oh,
then
no,
they
you definitely still smell the scent.
Okay.
Continuing forward, you're hitting like a branching corridor, where it goes to the left and to the right.
Which way does it smell like she went?
To the left.
Go to the left?
You travel down to the left. And again, there's some doors that go over to either side, it seems like, but you're finding yourself, or archways, really, not doors, but you're finding yourself drawn straight forward.
Okay. Now, is Theo the only one that came in after me?
Did anybody else follow in after Theophraxis?
No.
Okay.
And I'm probably way the hell ahead of Theophraxis, so I don't even know if he knows where I am.
I'm following him unless you move at full speed. Then you fall ahead of me.
Well, there's always going to be like an incremental increase you could do. Are you going to be leaving him behind over time? Or?
Well, let's see how stealthy I'm being.
Okay.
Not very.
Okay.
Tower's failing.
Yeah.
The tower starts.
So if you can beat an 11, you know where she's going.
Well, he's got a passive higher than that, so he's
Yeah,
going to know
it's
where you
just
are.
Yeah, I'll keep following. And
Okay.
I'll at some point when I realize these guys aren't following along, I'll turn around and go, "Psst, come on."
Except we're really deep in there by it.
Well, I wouldn't. No, I mean if it was obvious, like before we got that far away.
I'll look over at Aru and be like, Should we?
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna hold on to you. I can't see in there.
Okay, I'm gonna walk kind of slowly and
Mhm.
try. I'll just walk slowly.
Sure. And what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthier than that, where she can't see you, or are you keeping like where she can find you?
Oh, I'm not trying to stealth. No,
Okay.
because
All right.
she's not.
You're okay.
I mean, if I can see her, I
Aurora's
figure-
stealthing.
I don't
She's
know.
just not doing very well compared to normal Aurora.
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah,
she's
I-
stealthing less so that you can see her.
Yeah.
maybe.
I'll stealth at about the same.
He hasn't
level
made
of
any
stealth.
indication of like, hey, I see you, so she has no reason to correct her course on for stealth.
And that's not going to
So
happen.
you're continuing forward, and there's a chamber here at the end where it actually is lit.
Right.
Like it actually comes out to like a bluish glow,
Okay.
like something almost azure. And as you're going into the room, you see a lot of dwarven symbols on the floor, forming like a square around a pedestal,
Okay. Is the pedestal empty now?
empty.
Okay, I'm presuming there was something on it. What do the symbols mean?
It seems to you like it's an invocation of a spell or something like that, because the words are talking about warding and about boundaries, but it's more like a long string of nonsense words at this point.
Okay. Because I'm not a magic user, so.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense as a sentence, but it's a lot of words.
Okay. I'm gonna take the orb and ask him if he understands what this string of words could possibly mean.
Oh, it's definitely a spell. I imagine this was some sort of barrier.
Which seems to have been broken.
It doesn't seem very active right now, does it?
No. So she probably already came down, got whatever it is she was looking for, left, saw us on her way out, and zapped us with the color thing.
Do you think that's what happened?
That's what I would think happened, Silver. Does that seem logical to you?
Well, you know, really, I just pay attention to language. It sounds very interesting.
Yes.
It's a very good story.
Thank you. It really happened.
Wait, how close am I to?
Yeah, I'm probably in that room by
I
then.
mean, by this point, it depends on how long Aurora wants to stand there. You could get there by now.
I mean, she's just sitting there staring at the
Right.
orb because she doesn't
So is
speak
it-
aloud to this thing because she thinks that makes you seem like a goon. But
So okay, so there's the symbols on the ground.
Yep.
Is there any are there any other passageways or doorways or anything?
This room seems to come to an end. So this is like an endpoint room.
And this was one of two options because there was another.
There were some
archway.
archways to other rooms
Right.
as you went down
but
this
this
hallway.
is where she went.
But this is where Aurora went directly to.
I'm gonna turn to Aurora and say, Silver knows when people are nearby. How many people does it count? Or even counted?
Oh, Silver says that's a good question. Just all of you. I don't sense any other minds.
Just us, no other minds. I'm guessing that she's long gone. She zapped us with whatever it is that she zapped us with and kept moving.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on the thing she zapped us with to see if it's like it could be triggered instead of someone having to be there. Where was it? 22.
You could definitely think of ways you could make that a triggered spell.
She could have just set it up as a trap for anyone who entered into the cave.
Does that sound like her MO? Leave a trap behind as she walks in?
Yeah, it's super grandma. I'm actually thinking that's probably what it was. So there might be something in this cave that can help us find it, or that she is holding on to, or it's her place of like residence when she's not looking like a tabaxi.
I think that she just stole what was ever on this pedestal. Does that
It-
not seem likely for a thief?
Is there anything on the pedestal like
Great
other than the
timing.
writing?
Perfect timing. As you say that, there is a single dwarven symbol that seems to be fading into view at this point on the pedestal.
Oh,
What's that say?
Guardian. And that's when the wall starts to slide down. As it slides down like this, and you see the stone face carved like the face of a giant, with its mouth and a terrifying rictus like this, and it continues sliding down like this, and you can see the giant axe that it's holding in its hand, and the stone comes all the way down to the floor, revealing the about 10-foot tall stone construct, and it takes a step forward, which is where we're gonna end.
Oh,
I know,
Oh.
yes, ha ha ha, perfect.
Perfect.
That's all I want. I just want a cliffhanger. So, when we come back next time on the Infinity Tower, we will find out what happens when a giant stone construct lunges at you. I'm imagining good things. I mean, on my part, what's it or lose, right? So, yeah. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to Silver for all the translating work. I know it's a lot of work. Keeping
Good job,
everybody
Silver.
entertained. Yep. That's all NPC sentient magical items want, is to be thanked. Okay,
And
so
lift.
look forward to next time when we find out what happened to you all and where you're going to be enjoying yourselves in the Dwarven Mountain Ranch.
We're all dead. Yay!
Hey, spoilers. All right, so don't forget to make time to tabletop, and we'll see you next week.